Now we're live.
And we're muted, right?
Yep, muted.
Hell yeah. Fuck the world, homie.
Somebody's yawning already.
Who is?
No, he said fuck the world, and I'm like,
Oh.
Hold on.
Es un privilegio besarte. A mí me ha premiado la vida porque estar a tu lado es algo especial. Ahora vivo dentro de tu mundo que me brinda paz. Por eso y más te agradezco, Dios. Eres amor mío, todo lo que tengo. Eres mi tesoro que en el alma llevo. Rezo porque hay en tu interior me tengas siempre presente. A mi corazón llegaste para quedarte. Lo cobijaste de amor y detalles. De tus caricias hoy solo dependo, pues me alimento de ti en cada beso. A mi corazón llegaste para quedarte. Valió la pena esperar para amarte. El desamor se marchó para siempre. Como un fantasma rondaba mi mente, pero apareció tu luz, llegando para quedarse.
Y así suena Mesteno. El padrino.
Eres amor mío, todo lo que tengo. Eres mi tesoro que en el alma llevo. Rezo porque hay en tu interior me tengas siempre presente. A mi corazón llegaste para quedarte. Lo cobijaste de amor y detalles. De tus caricias hoy solo dependo, pues me alimento de ti en cada beso. A mi corazón llegaste para quedarte. Valió la pena esperar para amarte. El desamor se marchó para siempre. Como un fantasma rondaba mi mente, pero apareció tu luz, llegando para quedarse.
Y así suena Debilidad. Sabor. Godfather.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Got my music off early. So, sorry, guys. Nombre, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, live from the studio here in San Antonio, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you guys have been anxiously waiting. I'm sorry. We're raza. Shit happens. We're here. All right, we're here. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. It is going to be a badass night. Like, hands down, I warned you. I told you guys to make sure you have your beers ready, your tequila ready, whatever you drink. I even told you, Rocky did a live a little bit earlier. We were cooking. It was filming with Rock, cooking with Ruben. Algo así, the show or something like that. But, you know, I've had these guys. This is going to be the third time that I've had these guys. And they, in my book, get ready, Rock. Here we go. We're going to get some feedback. Right? In my most humblest opinion, right now, these dudes are the collab kings. Hands down. Like, and they're not just collabing just to do a collab, vato. They're collabing with people that have been around the. I mean, look what we just started with, the Godfather of Tejano music, right there in the video with them. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that, and they also have some badass music, them by themselves. But welcome, you know, again, welcome to another episode. Tomorrow night, man, I want to throw this out there right away. Tomorrow night, we're doing the Tejano Vegas kickoff party. The countdown to Vegas starts tomorrow right here in San Antonio, downtown San Antonio, at Smoke Sky Bar at 7 o'clock. We're going to be there from 7 to 9 live. There's going to be a lot of artists that are going to be out there signing autographs, taking pictures, coming and hanging out. We're going to be going live. So you're going to get a show. You're going to give me tonight, and you'll get me tomorrow night as well. We'll be there with Dave. David Chavez. He's going to sit down and talk to us. I'm sure we'll talk to some of the artists that are going to be performing in Vegas, and maybe some artists that have performed in Vegas, and talk about their experience there and what you guys can expect if you've never been to Vegas. So we're looking forward to kicking off the Vegas Tejano Countdown tomorrow with all our friends from Vegas. Tejano music, Norteño light, Norteño music. Fuck it. We're taking off all the labels tonight, bro. There's no labels tonight. I just want you guys to have a good time, enjoy the music, because these dudes came to jam. And I again, if you've never heard of these guys, which you got to be hiding under a rock if you've never heard of these guys, these dudes are continuously on the top 20 Tejano Countdown. I think it's been a while that I have looked on there where I haven't seen a Mesteno on there, on the Rudy Trevino. And there's a lot of countdowns, bro. I'm sure I'm going to catch some help, but there's a lot of countdowns. But that's kind of my go-to one. Is Rudy Trevino is the one I know a lot of radio stations have their own. They've even asked me to do one, Ruben. But if we do one, we won't have any more guests, right?
Well, I mean,
because if you don't make them number one, well, they won't. What do you call it? You know what I'm saying?
You don't make steaks for them.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome all the way from the Rio Grande Valley del Mágico Valle de Texas. I want you guys to get up, get ready, make a little noise in your living rooms, and put your hands together for my good friends, Grupo Mesteno.
Vives acentuando día a día mis defectos, resaltando lo que no me sale bien, comparándome con todos, que debía ser como este y como aquel. Vives remendando según tú todas mis fallas, recordándome que no voy a aprender, que me falta demasiado para tener a mi lado a una mujer. Llevo con tristeza en mi espalda tu desdicha. Creo que debemos por las buenas terminar. Si te hago tanto mal, mejor déjame tranquilo antes que se rompa el hilo que quedó, sosteniendo lo poco que se salvó de nuestro amor. Si te hago
the show, man. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with a group called Grupo Mesteno. They're from Edinburgh, most part.
Based out of Edinburgh, but we're from the Valley. 956.
From one side to the other.
De todos lados.
Wow, man. Well, you know what's super cool, bro? I just got a pic. Somebody texted a pic. I swear to you. There's a guy right now in a bingo hall with this fucking iPad. He's watching the show with his headphones, listening to the show, playing bingo.
Saludos. Hopefully we win.
Saludos to Jerry Reese. He said he's trying to earn money to go to Vegas for the show.
Let's do it.
Wow, that's super cool. That's a big fan right there. If you're playing bingo, man, he might miss a number, bro.
No.
I blame you.
We gotta
Ruben.
be on it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the reason why we're late, right? We're usually on time. For the most part, we're maybe a couple of minutes late sometimes. But tonight was for a great cause. Ruben decided, and for the record, he brought, if you watch Rocky's Live, they made it sound like I did. No. Ruben brought, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he robbed the meat store down in the valley. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I literally just had the best steak I've ever had in my life. Neta, not because he's here. Straight up, the best steak I've ever had in my life. We got plenty of people here in the audience that can approve that message right there. Ruben, te ventates, güey. Neta.
Compadre, we did what we could with what we had. And
I'm sorry I burned your finger, bro.
I mean, the tongs were about 4 inches long, you know. There wasn't a lot I could do with that, but hicimos lo que pudimos.
Yeah, no, man. The meat, the fajitas, everything was cool, man. So this is how this happened, ladies and gentlemen. I was down in the valley. I was in South Padre, and Mesteno was playing. They were playing with David Ligarza. They were playing with Secreto, Signo, and Intocable, man. All on the same ticket. We talked and like, hey, man, I told them we had to get them back on the show. And man, they're back on the show. Before I forget, today, happy Chris Tristan Day in Austin to our good friends from Hot Tejano, Tejano man Chris Tristan. They play the shitload of Mesteno music there
Awesome.
on
Thank
Hot
you,
Tejano.
guys.
So un
Appreciate
saludos
you.
to Chris Tristan on his Chris Tristan Day in Austin, Texas. So before we start, Ruben,
Ray Davila.
Rocky. Right, we're missing who we missing?
I mean, we're missing a couple of the guys. Chava Chavez, which is our bass player and has a big part in our producing and recording. So, saludos to him. And we got Raul Singletary, Ruli, who's our drummer, and then we got Hector, who's our conga player.
So those are the three instruments that hardly ever get played on the show. So I don't think you invited them, bro. Neta, I'm gonna hit them up after the show.
I mean, we already talked about expanding the stage here. You know, I mean,
And also,
Bro, we would have made it happen, bro. We
We're
would've
not
done
little
another
guys
level.
here, so
We would've done another
we can't
level,
fit.
bro.
and also to the newest member, Mr. A.B. Padron. We got a keyboard player.
Oh, he's
He's amazing.
Oh,
He's
that's it. What did you get, Rocky?
variety.
Rocky, what
a
did you
keyboard
add?
player.
Did he say keyboards?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well-
hold on. We're gonna hold off on that conversation till later.
Okay.
But I know where you're going.
Oh, you know exactly where I was going with that, man.
He plays the keyboard and he also plays the
Accordion.
piano accordion. So we're expanding, right? The songs, the music that we play live
Yeah.
now. We did a private this weekend and they loved it. We had Mesteno and we did Wapangos with him on the accordion. We did on the keyboard also the sonidito.
Hold on, you can't
sorry.
disclose all of it. So.
Hey, Ruben has this perfectly timed, way.
Yeah.
I gotta play it off. I gotta play it off of his, off the dome, bro.
It's because Rock no tiene filtro. It just right away he wants to disclose stuff, you know?
Well, talking about collabs, bro. Again, if you guys can go back and put Mesteno, Bumper Gomez, you'll find the other two interviews. A matter of fact, the very first one we ever did is probably in the top 3 highest ever watched Wacky Wednesday. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't have Eddie. I had saludos to the Bun and Barrel. ¿Cómo se llama?
Barrel House.
Barrel House. Saludos to the judge.
Good friend of ours.
Right? The judge, he had us there. And so we had an internet issue. a bad internet issue.
Yeah.
And finally, he got his IT guy on there, and the best I could get, Eddie, you weren't there. The best we could get was one phone, bro.
Yes.
I swear to God, one phone, and it was enough to hang on. And we did a show, and well, Ruben stayed sober, and me and Rocky got hammered. You literally, how long did that show go? Like 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, I was ready to cut it off at 2 hours, but you guys kept
We
going.
started with one shot and then 2 shots.
We stopped at 20. I know it was at least 20 shots of tequila there that me and Rock had. And yeah, it was a cool night. But I mean, it was cool, man. We had Mesteno Rock right out the red carpet for us. Welcome. And that's what I want to tell you guys, man. Let me focus on this real quick. The 956, bro, anytime that I've taken the show or myself to do anything down there, bro, the amount of love that I get from over there is freaking amazing. I went down there for the
Accordion shootout.
for the accordion shoot for the kids, for the
Edinburgh.
the Texas folk life.
That's right.
And all the young kids are doing the accordions, bro. Saludos to my good friend, man. He made me these metal things with Wacky Wednesday. They gave me a bottle of tequila. My buddy Moy bought me. I met him. He made me a speaker. I don't know if you got to see my ammo can speaker that he made me from the valley. I come to San Antonio. No, hombre, vato. They give me a beer. They'll buy me a beer, dude. But you guys are very welcoming, bro. And I love that. I love
we
that.
accept you with open arms down there, and not just Mesteno, but a lot of the artists that have either been on your show or watch your show or
Yeah.
fans of your show. You know how the 956 is?
No, it's cool, Ruben. You know, because we're kind of, I wouldn't say sheltered, bro, but we're here in San Antonio. We have our circle of bands, right? That we have.
We'll wait till like the second hour to get into
No,
that.
no. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But what I'm saying is, what I like is that, again, when I run into bands from outside the area, they show me love, bro. Like, hey, bro, we watch your show from everywhere. West Texas, Houston, Dallas, you know, doing the Conjunto Fest, meeting different conjuntos. Same thing, bro. The people were just, again, welcome with open arms, bro. Right. Super cool, man. And Mesteno is no different. It's an honor to have him here with us. Saludos to Lolas watching all the way in Riverview, Florida. They're starting to take, hey, Lolas, you got to watch this band right here.
We need to
Telling
get out
you
to
right
Florida.
now, hey, dude, they started off small. They've been getting bigger and bigger. They've been doing bigger and bigger shows. So saludos to Lolas and everybody over there in Riverview, Florida. You know where Riverview is at, dude?
In Florida.
I do not.
Este vato. Yes,
Well,
it's in Florida, right?
Honestly, I've never visited Florida to just visit. I've gone into
To Disney, and you left.
No, just flew in and flew out. You know, connecting.
Ruben,
flights.
you never taken your
I'm
family to
sheltered.
Florida?
I'm sheltered.
This guy's been to Panama, Costa Rica, but he's never
Oh
been to
yeah,
Florida.
pinche
I
Florida,
tend to
ni
go
pari-
south, but I have not been to Florida to you know, kind of enjoy what Florida
Right,
is.
exactly. Well, Grupo Mesteno is a band that falls in this category. They fall in a category to where I think, and I brought this up with Rene from Intocable. I brought this up with a lot of bands. They fall in a category where like the Tejanos, it's Tejano. The Norteños was Norteño. Like at the end of the day, that's why I said like screw all that shit.
Yeah.
If you like the music, and that's what Renee said. Like if you like the music, why put a box around it?
Yeah.
You know. But I know why the box is there, because we like to be proud of people that are, you know, representing who we are and what we
Maybe
stand
we
for.
can check a little bit of a lot of those boxes, but I'm of the school of, you know, like Rene says, let them enjoy
Let the
your
music speak for itself.
If they enjoy your music, it doesn't matter if it's just Tejano or just Norteño or Norteño Light or Tejano Norteño, whatever it is. Mesteno is putting out this music. We hope you enjoy it and classify us how you want, if you want.
And Ruben, the name Mesteno, very unique. Where did the name Mesteno come from, bro? Out of all names, and it's a great name, but out of all names that you guys could have,
We still get that question a lot, where, what is Mesteno? And gente de México que todavía nos pregunta, ¿qué es Mesteno? Because they don't, And I'm like, I guess the most simple translation to that is Mustang.
It's a wild horse.
A horse, a wild horse, which is a Mustang. That's what Mesteno is.
So if I go to the Spanish dictionary,
Yes.
Mesteño's in there, Mustang,
Right.
wild horse.
Caballo salvaje.
And who's that in the band?
Kind of.
A little bit of all of us, I think.
It depends what time of the day.
And so I suggested that name, and just because I was looking up, names when we started, and Rocky and our other, partner at the time was Mr. Mo Chain, Mo Cadena. Saludos, compadre. They were like, oh no. Like, as soon as they heard
We
it,
had
like,
different
no,
names. We had a,
Oh, right away, Mesteño, no?
no. And I was like, okay,
we had a group chat.
let's move on.
What were some other names?
La
Clica.
Copia.
La Clica. La Clica, right?
La Clica? No, La
La
Clica.
Copia.
La Clica would have been too.
And then Sierra, or no, what was
We were
yours?
before it was Sierra, and we had
We
different
had
names.
several names, and I wanted it to be something
Simple?
simple, but not common.
Well, Mesteño's definitely not.
definitely.
common.
and
not common.
and I sent 3 names to Myra.
That's right.
Saludos to Myra D. Cielo
Who's
Entertainment.
been with us since
Since-
the beginning?
She came last time with you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I sent her 3 names, and I was like, Myra, what do you think? We need your opinion, whatever. So she sent it to Johnny Arriola, Palominos,
Yeah.
and she texted me back. Johnny said Mesteno. I was like, okay, Mesteno. It's because they're Palominos.
Mind you, they had
Palomino.
already told me, no, screw that name. Like nobody,
Not in
it
those
doesn't
words,
sound
yeah.
good.
Eddie, they got Palominos, Mesteño. I think me and you got it, dude. Burros.
Yeah, we
Queda?
Right? We could be the burros, bro. They got the Mustang. We'll
she
be the
she
bottom.
told us, hey, I talked to Johnny. He said, I told him the 3 that Johnny's like, go with Mesteno. Like,
Uh-huh.
we're the little brothers of the Palominos. So, okay. And I was like,
Shout out to them,
Mesteno.
obviously. They're big influence.
And your latest single right now, right off of
Yes.
that, right off of them, right?
There you go.
That's cool, man. That's super awesome. And Mesteno, like, have you guys ventured outside the valley, and the reason I say that, man, is because look, in all honesty, there's some bands that I run into, they're very comfortable. One, playing privates, because in all honesty, let's be real, that's where the money's at. The money's not in the clubs. The money's going to be in
You're
a
not
private,
wrong.
the weddings, the quinces, the parties. That's where the money's at. And if you stay local, well, you're around your family. You don't gotta do the whole bullshit of the hotel
Much more
and all this.
convenient.
Convenient,
Yes.
but
Does your music get out?
does your music get out? That's kind of the
So
The hard part.
Where we're at with that is we've been very blessed. One, all the guys in the band have 8 to 5s. We all have jobs, good
Yeah.
jobs,
My
And a
boss
lot-
is nicer than all
Yeah.
of the other guys, but
So, but the reason I bring that up is because we're okay playing 2-3 weekends in a row in the Valley, privates, concerts, a club, and then being off 2-3 weekends. It's not like there's a lot of bands, and you can ask it. I was in a traveling band, and if you weren't playing and you were off 2-3 a month, bands are they gotta eat. The musicians, they're gonna go somewhere else. Not here. We've been very blessed that the guys that record are the guys that play live, and the guys that have stayed here from the beginning. For the most part, it's been this band, and for that reason. So no, we haven't really ventured out a lot, which is a good thing because we're still playing consistently every weekend at home. So imagine once we're blessed to start traveling,
yeah.
which we've traveled
Yeah.
some. I mean, it's
we were
just
at Washington State recently.
Yeah, I saw that you guys went to Washington. You said something, Rocky, that probably opens up a can of worms, and it's cool because something we haven't talked about here. But you said a lot of the guys that play in the band are the guys who record. So that leads me to believe that there's bands out there that have studio musicians record the albums, right? But they're not the ones that are playing live.
I mean, and that can go a lot of different ways. And so, do you want the best person recording or the available person recording for your album that you're releasing? Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not to say that that the people that are playing live are a downgrade or can't play that. But we're so close knit now that we're so tight now that, hey, what we put out now is
What you're gonna hear?
what you're going to hear live.
Yeah, yeah.
All the guys record. I mean, and I love that about this band now, that I say, hey, this band is solid.
And Ruben, when you record, bro, how does Mesteno attack recording? Because of course, in what we do, we talk to different musicians every single week, and it just seems to me that everybody has it's cool, man. It's because like everybody has their own recipe on how they do it, right? And people that have been doing it for many years, a lot of them, they stick to that same recipe and they don't veer from it, right? How does Mesteno go into like, and for instance, what I'm asking is like, you have all the songs lined up already, or you have this list of songs, but out of the 13 songs, you're only going to pick 8 or 9 or 3 or 4?
I think that's maybe a little bit outdated way of how bands are recording nowadays, or at least the way we record nowadays. Now we're more focused on, okay, what are the next, 2-3 songs? And, where are we getting the songs from? Now that we're doing more original stuff, where are we getting that from? Who's the songwriter? Who are we collabing with? Are we doing it by ourselves? Those are all questions that we have to decide early on. Yeah. So, and then once we get in the studio, it's, we have a collab coming up that's not out yet, and Mesteno is the band that recorded all the music, and we had this artist coming in to sing. And we practiced that song in a lot of variety of ways because, hey, we don't know what this artist is, how he wants to play this song.
And when you say variety, you mean like ranchera, cumbia?
Correct.
Same song, just
same song, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And then we get into the studio, and the only way we didn't practice it was the way he wanted to do it. And we said, okay, we got it. Why? And we just adapted on the fly. So when you're in the studio, and I'm the least experienced from all these guys musically, and these guys just take off with it. I mean, that day was the minds that were there in the studio for this particular song. I mean, I'm just taking a back seat and watching.
Damn, Ruben,
a lot of times.
You're gonna leave us like that all freaking show long? Are we gonna get an answer before the show's over?
We are. We are.
You are?
Yes.
You're gonna make the announcement right now on the show. It's gonna be on Wacky.
We will say who the artist is. Yes.
Who the songwriter is
and who the artist is. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all ain't ready. I know already, but y'all ain't ready, dude. Y'all are not ready.
And we had invited artists also play on that track. So
musically,
one instrument.
Yeah. So I mean that song is it's pretty much ready.
Is it an original song?
Yes, it is
an original song. So I started the show calling these guys the Collab Kings. Do any of you find that offensive?
No.
That I
you know what? I mean, do some people maybe make comments about it like, hey, ya saquen lo suyo? Which we have.
But you do, and they're badass.
Which we have. And you know what? At the end of the day, our vision, once we started doing a couple of songs, collab, you know what? This project kind of grew with, hey, we're going to do collabs now. Let's do this album. We can do other stuff on the side. But I mean, this has gone well for us. Once our, a couple of our collabs got a little bit of traction, then it was easier to invite artists to, hey, you know what, we got this song. Like it or not, maybe if you do, let's do something. And it just kind of snowballed into that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's been great. Now, as opposed to after the first 2-3 songs where we're asking artists to do it, now they're asking us to do it.
Like,
so,
hey, can we get on the collab?
Hey, let's do something. And honestly, I told Rock, I was like, that's the best and we will never tell any artist no. Like, let's do it.
Hey, Ruben, this show's live. Rewind. Let's rewind. We're gonna rewind that.
And I have yet to say no to any artist that wants to.
I thought I'm about to in the liquor store right now. He's gonna see Rocky tomorrow.
I just got a text from Chava. Nah. No, but you know what, Bump? When we started, we didn't. the collabs, it wasn't.
It wasn't planned.
It wasn't planned. We did Sincero first, and then.
Well, actually, we did.
Oh yeah, we did Roberto Pulido.
Well,
And
the lives that we did were the first collabs, but there was
Oh,
zero
Ramon Ayala
intention
medley.
to the Ramon Ayala medley was the one where we did that, and that song had a very different meaning to it because it was a song that me and my brother, our band, played. So that song was very symbolic because it was Retoño, which is
Brothers.
Sam and Salomon,
Yeah.
which are brothers, and the Delta Boys.
Brothers.
Dang, so 3 sets of brothers.
3 sets of brothers. So that song was not done with the intention of starting the collab, trail. It was because that was a very meaningful song to me because that's what me and my brother used to play all the time, and it was with 2 other sets of brothers.
But you know what, Ruben? What's cool, man, is that we had the Roberto and the Little Joes and we've had a lot of collabs throughout in the industry, right? But I just think like in the last 4 or 5 years, it's been a thing. Like if you're not doing a collab, you're kind of behind the time.
There's so much involved with doing a collab. It's a mixture of styles. It's a mixture of lyrics. It's a mixture of what are you going to do with it. It's a mixture of 2 bands actually wanting to work together, helping each other, whether it's a fan base, whether it's, hey, I'll bring, my fans to you and your fans to us, or just, I don't see anything negative about that.
So has there ever been, okay, so when you guys, before I ask that, when you guys hear a song together and be like, hey, dude, let's try to hit up this vato, see if he'll bite.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had songs where I hear the song and I'm like, you know what? This would be a good collab with this band, whether it's vocally or musically. And I'm like, hey, that might work. Rocky. Hey, like.
Boom, you said something that people don't do. They don't think about. When you think of collab, you always think of the vocalist, right? It's like the vocalist comes and plays with this band, right? But a collab's also if you take 2 bands and they play together and they record
Perfect
together.
example, and I think I know where you're getting at was the collab that we did with Secreto,
Yes, dude.
which are good friends of ours for a while. We hadn't collabed or really thought about it, and we got together one day and hey, let's do one. And Leo, Yuka, saludos to all the guys, Pipi and the rest of the guys, the Secreto. He's like, let's do an original. And I'm like, yeah, that's basically what we're doing with collabs now, originals.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the studio recording another song,
with Mojado.
a different song, and we were kind of sitting around there and we start messing with a song. And we're playing it, and all of a sudden we're like, hey, this one might be a good one with Secreto. And then hey, they already said they wanted to do an original and this and that. And I was like, let's pitch it, see what they think.
We recorded it, both songs. We did which is the Más Cumbias. We did ¿Qué será? Soy como soy en ¿Qué será? So we did it us, Mesteno, all of it, and we showed it to Yuka. He's like, dude, I love it, but we're not just gonna have.
This is where we're getting at with the variety or the diversity with the music. Mesteno recorded the first song, our band. They recorded the second song, their band, which doesn't happen a lot in a collab song. Why? Because it's just one song, or you blend it. So that was a big, something new to the whole collab styles.
Salvador Chavez says, un shout out to Ricky Medina, who is in heaven watching.
Absolutely, my brother.
Saludos, man. Un saludos to my good friend Suavecito, the morning show. Him and our good friends at Hot Tejano Suavecito and Sunflowers. I tune into every morning. Saludos to those guys. They're tuning in. Everybody tuning in on YouTube and Facebook. This is your first time tuning in. Welcome to the show. We're here with Grupo Mesteno. Saludos to Esteban Parales. Hopefully he's on the right show, guys.
Hey, look at that right there.
There's
Hey,
Judge
the
Omar.
judge! You heard us earlier, bro. Then what he said? It's time to do a collab at the Barrel
Hey,
House.
let's do it. Let's do a 956 show.
Hey, Judge, we'll talk. I'll get your number from these. I think I have your number. We'll talk. The thing is we got a high dollar producer, and we got to get him down there. It's we got to get a private jet. He's got to fly in and fly out immediately. Que no, Eddie? Something like that. So
And
guys, don't mind. We got 2 extra guests. They're flying around. They're having a good time.
Yes.
They gotta have a good time too. So saludos to the moscas that are flying around. It's in San Antonio. We just
It's the barbecue.
It's the barbecue, man. Hey, y el vato atrás, bien quiet. ¿Qué poto?
Aquí nomás.
Let me introduce you to, and we were talking about him earlier. Again, I'm the newbie in on the block with Grupo Mesteno. I mean, I'm blessed to have awesome musicians in our band.
Yeah.
This is no exception. I mean, he's Raimundo Davila from Hargill, Texas, who has been in the music industry
From where?
Okay.
¿Sabes dónde está eso, no?
Hargill?
North
Mira.
of St. Charles.
Don't blink,
I
bro.
remember.
So, hey, so how many people went to your high school?
Well, they didn't have a high school, so that's yeah. Con
Puro
eso dice
homeschool?
todo. I had to go to Edinburgh North. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I live in Santa Rosa now.
They got shuttled in a donkey to in a Mesteno.
So let me guess. Hargill is way smaller than Santa Rosa.
Yeah,
Oh, and Santa Rosa small as shit.
yeah.
Don't blink.
I've been there in Santa Rosa for I think about 12 years now, going on 12 years.
That's cool, man.
But I was raised in Hargill.
And here's the other thing, man. Speaking of the 956, one thing that I've noticed in doing the show is that a lot of the músicos, and I saw this a lot in the Conjunto world, hosting the Conjunto Tejano Festival a few weeks back. Hey, bro, the musicians in that thing are tight, bro. Everybody
all
knows
know each other.
Everybody knows everybody in the Valley. Like, the Valley's a big place, bro. When it comes musically, everybody knows everybody.
A lot of those. So again, to not to sound like a broken record, but I'm the newbie. Like, I meet a lot of guys because of them, because they've been in the industry for so long. Yes, I was in the industry, 20 years ago. Then I was gone for 18 years or 17 years. So now these guys, hey, you know what? I'm like,
No way. But
I don't.
introduce me.
yeah. Now the more we're involved and all that, we get to meet a lot of these guys. But these guys know, oh yeah, yo conozco
Wait,
ese
so,
chavo."
so how many years you been playing the bajo?
Um,
Or do you just play the bajo, or what else do you play? Probably
Y
the
sings
bass.
también.
No, I sing a little bit, just a little bit of guitar acoustic. I do a lot of worship music también on the weekends. But I started to learn bajo when I was 15 because of my dad. And then when I was 19, I auditioned for Bobby Pulido's band, like in '96, and I toured with him for about 2 years.
Wow.
It was at what was the show in Monterrey?
The first big show that Bobby did at the Arena
Arena
or the
Monterrey.
Estadio? Or
Yeah.
He comes
I-
in with the sling on the top, all in there. Probably one of the biggest concerts he's had.
Hey, wait, they didn't let you come
That's
in on
him.
the sling way?
No,
You had to be on the stage ready to go.
no,
As a matter
I
of
mean,
fact,
I was.
Chente-
Se vino en la pecera nomás.
Sí, I
¿verdad?
thought,
Chente Barrera was
Yeah,
doing
he was there.
backups. And Margarita.
yeah.
Margarita was on there too?
Yes, he did backups on that show.
Man, hey, I'm telling you, if you guys ever have 3 hours to kill, you go back and you put in Mesteno bumper. Dude, we had Margarita.
Oh, that night, yeah.
We had Margarita. We had Ben from Solido.
Yeah, that's right.
We had Roberto Polido. We had some of the Delta Boys. We had
Geneva.
Mesteno. We had Geneva. We had Super Mario.
Yeah.
We had Radio
Mando
Top
San
Radio
Roman.
Mando San Roman from Super Tejano. Dude, all these people were there, and again, welcoming the show that's not from their area, but with welcome arms, dude. And then again, Judge, he put on a great spread for
Yeah.
us. Took care of us there. We got to go back. We're going to go back and do a show.
We need to set that.
I think we'll have a little more people, Judge. I think maybe it's been a few more years. I
Maybe.
think we might have just a little, maybe 3 more people than the last time that we were.
Somebody put time for a shot.
a
Luis
shot?
Garcia, saludos.
You want to
Yeah,
do a shot right
somebody put time for a shot.
now? All right, fuck it.
I mean, we got to celebrate the good barbecue.
No, for sure. Hey guys, look. They come from the valley and they came bearing gifts, vato. One day we're gonna get this sponsorship. I called you Judge. Wait,
Licenciado.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
we're
not.
speaking it into existence, bro. Hell yeah.
Licenciado.
So right now, guys, I want you guys to pour yourself a shot, because right after the shot, I'm gonna see if I can get these guys to jam a little song right here for us, and get you guys moving. Make sure the coffee table's out of the way. We're not responsible for any broken toes, anything like that. Move it out of the way. Have a good time tonight. It's Wednesday night. We're almost to the weekend, and we're with a good band, man. You guys are in good hands. Saludos to the producer Eddie, working hard behind the camera tonight, like he always is. Eddie, see, I'm multitasking, bro. Pouring shots and talking at the same time. Eddie, ¿quieres uno or what? We do from the bottle? You good? All right, this one's rocks.
Oh yeah, the double.
Key. Y sabes cómo me pongo para que me invitan. Joyce Summerlove says hi, Ruben. Is that a real person?
Joyce Summerlove.
You know that person?
Yeah.
Oh, ahorita to the guest. There you go. Nosotros.
The shout out to the
Mas Medley.
to
They're
the
asking.
audience.
We got you, poser, and we got you. We got you. No,
But
man.
we also have some shirts that we're gonna let's do
Oh yeah,
also.
a little trivia or something.
Yeah.
or what do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, dude. We'll do a little trivia. So make sure you guys are listening into all these questions, because if we get asked, and I hate when we do this, bro, because what happens? You got people watching on YouTube, you got people watching on Facebook, and we say the first person to
do it,
to comment this, right? But
From where?
well, they come in from both, right? So we got to go by what Eddie gets on his.
Hey,
on
well,
his,
Eddie's the
thing.
judge.
Eddie's the judge. And if you guys know Eddie, he's a fair guy. He's not he doesn't have favorites, right, Eddie?
Yeah, not us here too.
All right, hey, right here, man, to Grupo Mesteno. All right.
To Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Thank
to
you.
everybody watching.
Thank you for having us back, brother.
Yes, sir. Let's do this. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good.
Puro progreso.
Already got a text from Chava. Dale leve, Rocky.
Damn it, boy.
Lo están cuidando.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here live with my good friends, Grupo Mesteno. What do you want to play, Rock?
We're gonna do one of the songs that we're promoting right now. A song we did from one of our favorite artists, the Palominos, dude.
Hell yeah. Bro.
You don't like that
No,
one.
no. You gotta zoom in. You gotta zoom in. So the guy that was playing bingo,
No, we won.
He just won $500.
We won.
Check it out. Saludos. The guy just won. Eddie, can you zoom in right here a little bit? Look at him. Hell yeah. Shout out to Jerry. He just won $500. Jerry, that covers the plane ticket now. We just need the hotel money, baby. All right. Grupo Mesteno playing one of my favorite groups of all time. Legendary group, a single by Los Palominos. Right here, Grupo Mesteno.
Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro mundo si es posible. Si ha sido tuyo cuerpo y alma, como me pides que te olvide. ¿Qué puedo hacer para que no me dejes? Si sabes que no sé vivir sin ti, me dices que te vas, que no me quieres, pero a donde tú estés yo voy a ir. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro mundo si es posible. Si ha sido tuyo cuerpo y alma, como me pides que te olvide. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro lado de la tierra, porque sin ti la vida es nada. Te seguiré hasta que me muera, amor. ¿Qué puedo hacer para que no me dejes? Si sabes que no sé vivir sin ti. Me dices que te vas, que no me quieres. Pero a donde tú estés yo voy a ir. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro mundo si es posible. Si ha sido tuyo en cuerpo y alma, como me pides que te olvide. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro lado de la tierra, porque sin ti la vida será nada. Te seguiré hasta que me muera. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro mundo si es posible. Si ha sido tuyo en cuerpo y alma, como me pides que te olvide. Te seguiré hasta donde vayas, al otro lado de la tierra, porque sin ti la vida será nada. Te seguiré hasta que me muera, amor.
Y otra canción, we're gonna take it back to the old school 90s. Y dice, compadre. Somebody scream.
Échate otra voz. Llegabas a mi vida como una primavera, después de aquel invierno frío y largo, después de haber vivido tanto tiempo, tan solo sin amar y ser amado. Y así sin darme cuenta bajaba mi defensa y poco a poco me iba enamorando. Mi corazón abierto te iba dando, y mientras tú eras solo ave de paso, tú fuiste la llama que encendió el fuego de este amor. Y ahora solo queda el humo donde me consumó. Tú fuiste la llama que a mi vida todo iluminó, y ahora mi mundo queda oscuro. Ahora tú me apagas la pasión. Sin una explicación me pierdo entre las horas del reloj. Y así sin darme cuenta bajaba mi defensa y poco a poco me iba enamorando. Mi corazón abierto te iba dando, y mientras tú eras solo ave de paso, tú fuiste la llama que encendió el fuego de este amor. Y ahora solo queda el humo donde me consumó. Tú fuiste la llama que a mi vida todo iluminó, y ahora mi mundo queda oscuro. Ahora tú me apagas la pasión. Sin una explicación me pierdo entre las horas del reloj. Tú fuiste la llama que encendió el fuego de este amor, y ahora solo queda el humo donde me consumó. Tú fuiste la llama que a mi vida todo iluminó, y ahora mi mundo queda oscuro. Ahora tú me apagas la pasión. Sin una explicación me pierdo entre las horas del reloj. Classic, classic, classic.
Bro.
We
you
love
can-
playing those
You
songs.
can never go wrong with Palominos, bro.
You can't. You can't.
You know, to me, the Palominos they've always been that group that, me personally, I grew up with them. Like when they started is when I was just like getting really into the music, right? And all the years, all the hits. And you know what? They have a song for every part of your life. Way.
Yep.
And you know what?
You know
Like,
what I mean?
they have a ton of hits, originals, and then you hear them play. You know, the old
Canciones de
school
La
La Rocola,
Yep.
you know, albums, and it's like, Jesus, what can they do that doesn't sound great?
Right. I know I'm gonna catch some shit, but that's all right.
Let me see them.
So no,
I like to
the
get on some
only
shit.
thing that I get sometimes is like when I go to and they play a lot of the norteño, like the hardcore norteño
Yes.
stuff.
And you want to hear the hits.
And I want to hear
I think that's you choose your crowd sometimes, you know.
Yeah. I mean that's that as
I
fans.
mean, you're not
we
going to
don't-
tell
no,
me that they
no.
can't see, they can't
No,
play
no, for
their-
sure.
their own.
But you're absolutely right, Ruben. And I'm a fan here. You guys,
Here we go. Me and Rock are gonna go at it.
No, you guys are musicos, bro, and I like that. I like that because you know the people
You play the
watching,
vibe.
The people watching, maybe they don't understand that part. Like they're gonna play to the crowd, right? If it's a norteño crowd, well, they're gonna stick to more of those songs.
Perfect
right?
example. This past weekend, we were at a wedding, private wedding.
Yeah.
And they started asking for songs, and you know, Rock starts looking back and like, but we don't play that one. But you know, AB, our new band member, hey, can you get it on the keyboard? Just dale. We played probably, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 songs that we
don't
have
normally
never
play.
played before, ever.
But you feed off of him.
Yep.
Well, because that's what the public is asking for.
I know, but if
If he can do it, dale.
if he can do it, the rest of you guys are just feeding off.
And mind you,
feeding off him.
I didn't even come in on sometimes, and Rock would come in because I was like, I know the song, but I don't.
Every
I don't-
single word, every verse. That's kind of
Yeah.
a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool, like that we can. You like you said, you play
Adapt.
the crowd.
You adapt,
They
you know?
wanted a song from Ramon Ayala. What was it? The corrido? What did they want?
No, La Patada.
No, before that. Remember, it was a Ramon Ayala song.
Oh,
The AB.
Los Hojas Sin Rumbo,
Yeah.
which is, I love that song. But we've never played it.
But-
And I didn't know it on
and,
the fly.
And AB's like, nomás tócamela aquí, like, the song real quick, y la saco.
He played it on
Órale.
the piano accordion. Vámonos. Hell yeah.
And you filled in? You filled
No,
in when
he
you
played it.
No, he played it.
I just sang with him. No, it's awesome, dude.
But
it's a team effort.
again, you adapt to a crowd
Right.
sometimes. I mean, especially on a private. In a public event that you're going to go do a show, pues ya traes tu set list.
Yeah, it's
you
on
know?
the stage.
You know, Eric from Masore,
Yes.
we had him on the show, and a great question we asked him was like, "Hey, Eric, do you play anything that's not a cumbia?" And he's like, "Same thing, Jose, bro. I was doing it private.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I saw that
llegó
show.
un vato de Monterrey.
Quiero este.
Regio, botas y la chingue. Y quiero esta y esta y esa. And he's like, hey,
You
no,
adapt.
we don't know it. No lo sa- Hey, yeah, dale. Vato started. And he sang it, bro. So he said, hey, yeah, I have
I
sang
mean,
a song
if
that's not a
the
cumbia.
band has heard it before, they're going to be able to play it. I mean, that's just the
That-
reality.
I find that amazing, bro. That you guys, a musician, can hear something, especially the accordion.
Uh-oh.
Like for them to hear something and then be able to go, like to be able to do it. It's crazy, right? Eddie, do we F them up or no? You ready or no? Before we go to commercial break? After the commercial break. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So you watch Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. You know that here, sometimes, especially they come in accordion. We get some cocky accordion players. We're not saying that Rock is cocky. I
he
mean,
doesn't know what that is.
he has a shirt that says Showstopper. I don't know. But we're going to save it for right after the break, right? So make sure everybody that you guys see in our break, you guys go out there and support them. They're supporting Tejano music. They're supporting what we do here as a podcast. So make sure you guys are out there supporting them. And let them know Bumper sent you, man. Even louder.
Looking to purchase your dream home or want to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Hey, West Texas, Anthony Patterson, General Manager of Ron Hoover RV Marina of Odessa. And it's June, Father's Day month. So this month, buy any boat or RV and get a $1,000 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods. That's right, dads. Want that new driver? Want that new putter? Buy any RV, buy any boat, get a $1,000 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods. And as always, we're always home with a zero down. Owe too much on your trade? I'll put all the money in them. Been told don't interrupt because of credit? We say yes. So come and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover RV Marina of Odessa, your West Texas yes guys.
Blue Agave Travel proudly presents Tejanos in Paradise 2026. No passport required, selling out of the Port of Galveston with a full-service casino, dancing, and more. February 1st through the 7th on Carnival Cruise Ship Dream. Register today, 512-375-5711, or go to TejadosInParadise.com.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ronellis at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Lleva tu música al siguiente nivel con bajos sextos M3. Bajos sextos y bajo quintos, 100% profesionales, hechos a mano con la mejor calidad. Perfectos para cubrir todas tus necesidades musicales y a precios accesibles. Llama ahora al 2102-041903 o búscalos en Facebook e Instagram. Bajo Sextos M3. La música comienza aquí.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
¿Qué me hubiera gustado saber antes de comenzar mi proceso de inmigración? Que con Villa Immigration Lawyers no estás solo. En Villa creemos en un servicio de inmigración diferente. No somos solo abogados, somos tus compañeros en este viaje hacia tu nuevo hogar. Llámale al attorney René Sarasúa al 210-97-910-18. En Villa eres parte de nuestra comunidad y de la familia Villa. Estamos aquí para apoyarte en cada paso del camino. Con Villa Immigration Lawyers, no estás solo. Comencemos este viaje juntos y hagamos de Estados Unidos tu nuevo hogar.
Hello, everyone. Rick Valderrama, mortgage loan originator with Vantage Bank, mortgage NMLS ID number 428763. I'm here to share with you some information about an amazing program that we are offering in low to moderate income areas and high minority areas in the whole state of Texas. This program offers zero down, no private mortgage insurance, and credit scores as low as 580. All applications are subject to credit approval. Reach out to me for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live. If you just missed it, those were all, well, we got some more sponsors, man, but those are the people supporting Bumpers Wacky Wednesday right now, doing great things for the community, and they're helping us out by helping us, get the show on the road and do the things that we want to do. So we want to give a big shout out to all our sponsors out there. Before the break, I put Rocky between a rock and a hard place.
A rock?
A rock. Did
see
you
that?
get that? I put
I got
Rocky between a rock and a hard place. No, I threw this at him. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, like, I want to throw this out there. Don't talk shit to the artist. Like, dude, you know how hard it is? This is a live show. When I do these things, it's not like I'm like, hey, dude, here's a list. Start studying. No, this is literally right off my dome. And the accordionist either can do it or he can't. If he can't do it, man, like, it's not that big of a deal, man. But I've been watching some of these comments on some of my friends, and I'm just like, hey, bro, I don't know if I tell Eddie, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, bro. They're pretty tough on the comments.
Tough
Rock,
section.
are you ready or no?
Not really, but let's go. All I'm gonna do is say pass. I'm not gonna.
Oh, nobody's ever said pass. Somebody's at least tried it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I mean, he'll try it. Guarantee you that.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Okay, you ready? Grupo Pesado.
Pass.
Damn! Right off the bat, fool!
Nah, pass. Next. You know what?
Okay.
Here's the thing. I know some pesado, but why am I gonna play something I don't?
Okay,
I'm gonna
no,
mess up.
I got you. Okay, I'll take it. Eddie, so when we do the clip, we can start from here. Hey, we're here.
I've seen you.
We'll try this again. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're live right here with Grupo Mesteno.
I've seen you do it with other accordion players, and I see the outcome. So I'm gonna
So
say
there you go.
pass.
So we're here. We're gonna do the Bumpers Accordion Challenge right here with Rocky Beltran, accordionist for Grupo Mesteno. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Man, Rock, if you don't know this one, bro,
Pass.
we're all walking out right now. Los dos Gilbertos.
Oh man, I don't.
He might know one, maybe two. That's three already.
Puro potpourri. You ready, Rock? He did it porque le ayudó a este vato.
Sí, ya lo sabía.
The bajo, yeah. He knew it. He fed off the bajo. All right, you ready, Rock?
Yeah, I hope I am.
Okay.
I'm shaking. Look.
Grupo
What?
Intocable.
Oh shit.
De mí, ya todo te di mi cariño, te di mi confianza, te di mi calor. ¿Qué más quieres de mí? Dímelo por favor. Ya no encuentro palabras, no encuentro la forma de darte mi amor. ¿Y todo para qué? ¿Para qué tanto amor?
There you go.
Hey, Eddie, this is a real team here, bro. Right? They didn't leave him on an island by himself. Right? They didn't even, and even Ruben came in on the vocals, homie. Wow.
We should probably do that song. I don't.
We should.
Yeah. Okay. So you're 2 out of 3 right now. Here you go. This is the last one.
Okay.
You ready?
No. Come on, dude. I don't know.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Ahora.
Just because I love rock. It's an insider. And you play one of Jimmy Gonzalez y Grupo Más.
¿Cómo se llama, Bam? Trivia to you.
Wow.
Wow. Let you look it up.
Extra credit.
Oh, shit.
From
Bonus.
San Antonio,
Bonus.
Texas.
Let's go.
May he rest in peace. Nicky Snake.
Oh.
Big William, baby.
That is a gimme.
That's a gimme for him?
Chale, Rubencito. Le cayeron los viles a la not to worry. Le quitaron el carro a la not to worry. Le pagaron la luz a la not to worry. Ahora anda en fichas a la not to worry. Se le murió el viejito a la not to worry. Se le murió el viejito and now she
Hey, Luis, I always use that one. I didn't give him Steve Jordan because I use that one a lot. That's one I did it.
And you know what? I've seen your shows where you ask JR and all these guys. I was like, damn, I better go prepare.
No, wait, you did good. But you know what? I respect the pass. Better than trying and fucking up and having people eat you up. Just say, pass.
And you know what?
I pass.
He does know pesado. He just probably went blank because we've practiced a few.
But I don't want to say, saca el machete.
Shit, man. If you just joined us, we're here live with Grupo Mesteno right here in Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. It's been a beautiful evening. We started with Wagyu steaks, Wagyu fajitas, and then all these weird people ate Brussels sprouts and asparagus. So, yeah. You know what asparagus does, Ruben? You know what it does to people?
You have a disinfectant in your bathroom?
We're gonna need that son bitch because asparagus makes your piss stink, man. I don't care, women or man, it makes your piss stink, dude. Would you agree?
You're not lying.
Man,
Facts.
Wow. What are we gonna do with these guys, man?
It's good for you, and
it's healthy.
It's good for your digestion.
But no, Ruben, neta, bro, te ventates, dude. And hey, Rock, you too. I saw you on the grill. You
thank you, sir.
Doing the meal, and
I taught him well.
Taught him well.
What do we always say? And Rock always has the cooking with Rock, which he cooks great.
Yeah,
but
I took him to school with steaks, just because, when we first started hanging out, he's like, no, los steaks that Texas Roadhouse are the best. Don't even go anywhere else.
That's where I used to go for a steak.
And I was looking at him like, you're sheltered.
Well, but you know what, dude? To me, I've been at Rock's house
again, and I don't want to say that they're bad. No, they're great.
But this vato raza barbecue. He cooks like razas, the pinche pollo, mollejas, some fajitas, steaks, bro. Is kind of like a
bougie.
I don't know. It's a
Hit or
little,
miss.
it's a little,
It's a hit or miss.
Bougie, Ruben.
It's easy to mess it up.
I think steaks are vatos that drive Teslas. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Ruben drives a Tesla.
Moving forward.
Moving forward.
Pass.
No, hombre. Grupo Mesteno, bro. You know, we talked about the collabs, right? And how you guys. Has there ever been a moment where maybe Rocky said, "Hey man, let's collab with this one," or Ruben said, "Hey man, let's collab with this guy," and then you get kicked back from your own band, like, "Nah, man, I don't think that's a good fit for us."
I don't think that there has ever been a point where I tell Rocky no, or he tells me no about an idea. It's like, okay, let's think about it. Let's what are we doing? In other words, I think the more Mesteno has evolved, the more our circle has gotten a little bit bigger in what we want to do, the circle that we're trying to bring in.
Yeah.
You know, we got people in our team now that is much bigger than the last time we were on your show.
For sure.
Chalo from Monterrey, who's a big part that brought in the collab with Mojado. The collab that we have coming up with another artist
they're not ready, bro.
Mexico.
Not ready for that.
But the difference is that he's like, hey, I'm in on Mesteno. This is part of our team. We've had the first core that we had, which is Myra D, Cielo Entertainment, which is still part of our team. You know, that none of that has changed. It's just we're bringing in other people, adding more pieces that is gonna help us grow. Because you know what? Like Rock said earlier, we all have 8 to 5s. We all have to, you know, pay the bills outside of music, which we're blessed. Everything that we've gotten out of music, I think we've kind of put it back into music, which is how we've grown. So it's different when we have the right pieces kind of filling in their ideas and all that. Chavez, you know, he's been one of our big team players. All our band now, we include him. It's not just Rocky and I's decisions anymore.
So we have 2 group chats. We have the band's group chat with all the band, and we have one with me, Ruben, and we have a few. Me, Ruben, and Chava. So
more admin.
Earlier you asked about the process, and Chava came up. Hey, Chava's very big part of the band now. He's taken over the producing, and he'll say, "Hey guys, we're gonna do a collab. I got these guys. They want to do a collab." Okay. And the first thing he does is he'll send Ruben. He'll send us a song. Look, these are the songs. Here are the songwriters. Esteban Mares, who wrote Ojalá Te Animes. He's one of our songwriters. Miguel Luna, who's written for Luis Miguel, Luis Fonsi, Shakira. He's written for Karin Leon recently. He wrote one of ours. And
same writer for Karin Leon wrote for one of you guys.
Dude, so I'm going to side check. We go to the studio and we're going to do the collab with that person we're talking about, right? That's a song we practiced every which way. And since he did it for Karin Leon, we're like, hey, let's do this song kind of Karin Leon style. Let's go off the grid, whatever. Okay.
And just to kind of interrupt you a little bit, Esteban Mares is a great songwriter.
Yeah.
Who's the one that wrote the song that we just did with David Lee.
And Ojalá Te Animes for Bobby.
Great song, who, by the way, he also went into the studio with us, had his input with the song, and actually recorded Segunda Voz on
the actual songwriter
on the
David
track.
Lee song.
You don't hear that too much.
You don't.
The songwriter's done.
And
Once
it
he,
was
once
awesome.
he, like, here you go.
Saludos para Esteban.
Yes.
Que si nos estás escuchando, saludos, compadre. Y sabes qué? Se portó de lo mejor. You know, with us there, with David Lee, with Chava, with all the guys. it was you asked earlier about how the process is in the studio. That is my favorite part about the music. The creating the music. That's my favorite
And
part.
then seeing the outcome, like right then and there.
Like, oh shit.
Like, oh damn.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the songs that kind of took me from 0 to 80 more, because I remember telling Rocky, like, the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I was frustrated. I was like,
David Lee was there already.
David Lee drove down from up here from San Antonio, or wherever. And, it was a real slow process, the first 45 minutes. And I was like, I felt bad for him. I was like, hey, dude, he drove down and, we're
not ready.
struggling with this track and all this. And like, I was a little upset. And then, you know what? Vamos a darle una ronda. Let's see what comes out. Huh? And then it just, boom, flowed.
So Ruben, speaking of David Lee, right? David Lee's a good friend of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Both me and Eddie, and super cool guy. If you ever get, like, a lot of people don't get to ever sit down and have a conversation with David Lee. He's a special person, man. Super cool guy. Just an overall awesome person, man.
You're not, nothing you're saying is wrong.
So let me ask you, when he gets there, how does Mesteno, how does does the temple turn up and like, oh shit, David Lee's here? Like,
before he walked in,
we a little nervous, and like, hey, we need to be ready. Like, we need to be ready. Like, we need to be good.
And David's ready, right? Puts the corner down, like, hey, let's go.
He's such a calm person, and he's like, just watching. And so that's what I'm saying. After the first 30, 45 minutes that we're kind of, the songs the song's not jiving, our ideas are not all clicking together, and all that. And I look at Rock and I'm like, hey, I should, like, we got to pick this shit up. Like, come on. Like, we got this guy here. Like, and I don't know, we'll be wasting his time, first of all. And like, once we went over the song once, we just took off. Everybody's feel took over, and we did it. And like, oh.
Well, let me tell you, Ruben, you're not the only guy to get nervous when David Lee comes around. And I'm going to tell you my own personal experience. I got invited to go to a studio here in San Antonio where George Strait records. Beautiful studio. It's off of Austin Highway. I can't think of the actual name of the studio. Probably somebody on here listening, if I say Austin Highway, you know what I'm talking about. Well, I got invited by Chris Bettis.
Okay.
The Chris Bettis, right?
Yeah.
So I go in there and he's like, hey, man, David Lee's coming. He's going to record a accordion part for us, and I don't know, something he was working on. And so he starts looking around and he starts freaking out because there's no water, right? Like, there's no water in the studio, right? It's like, David Lee's coming, we don't have no fucking Gatorade, we don't have no water. So here we are, we haul ass to the store, we get water or whatever. But it just goes to show you the amount of respect around the musicians they have for somebody like David Lee, right? And again, when you're doing a collab, bro, so you're showing respect, one, because he's David Lee, got us and then a musician who's coming from out of town to spend his time with you guys, right? You guys can do when you do it,
we can waste our time and whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to waste his. Yeah.
And I like to bring these things up, bro, because I like for the fans to picture, you this is the things that you guys don't get to see. You see the finished product, you hear the finished product of a song, or sometimes you guys get videographers and they're in there watching you guys do piece together what y'all are doing, and then you put a little video mock together, and they watch that. But to know from the artist how it feels, you got to be nervous, Rock, so you see an accordion player coming, does that mean no accordion for you? You're just doing backup vocals? Or
No, it was no accordion. We're like, hey, we're gonna get David Lee. I was like, hell yeah, dude! Like,
give me a break.
At this point in the music, I've been doing it for I'm 25. I started. No, I'm 47.
You started counting at 25.
I started my first recording when I was 12 with my dad, but I've done this for many years. And the mentality now with Rube is very different than when I was with Jimmy, when I was with the Bad Boys. The attitude was very different back then. For you to tell me, hey, we're going to bring an accordion player, hell no, dude, what's wrong with you? Ain't nobody going to play what Now it's different. Now it's what's best for the band and what's gonna get us,
That's your part.
Yeah.
You got to play your part. And you guys
I think
are doing
everybody
great.
in the band checks their ego. Because
Check
again,
it out.
I'm the novice
We're
here.
knocking like they're the
I'm
freaking
the
cops.
I'm the one that has least history in music.
Yeah.
All of these guys, I mean, Ray could do it. Hey, why are you bringing in Juan P. Moreno on bajo?
Yeah. A toot.
Why are you bringing Felix on bass?
Wait. What are you talking about?
Oh,
you already let the cat.
I already let the cat. I did that.
So
We're
before we
gonna
go,
ignore that.
before
Yeah,
we
we're
go
gonna
on,
ignore
I'm gonna give you a quick story on the musicians that we have.
What they've done.
We'll start with right here, Ray. Again, not just with Bobby. Before that, he used to play with Los Angeles del Sur, which was conjunto in the Valley. He's played conjunto. And of course, you can't, with Bobby, did it for many years. He stopped. After Bobby, he stopped. He had kids, and he did worship music for how long?
17 years.
Worship. Until we started again with Mesteno, that Moses brought him into the band again, and he's back. Our drummer, everybody knows him. Raul Singletary was a drummer for Roberto Pulido.
His last name is Singletary.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's Bobby's cousin. He's Roberto Pulido's cousin.
He's from the Pulido.
Is
Yeah.
Hermano del Fridge?
No.
No, dude.
No. Oh, no, not that one.
I got it. I know which one.
Number 72 of the Chicago
Yeah.
Bears, baby.
So he was a drummer for Roberto, and he plays the accordion. He played accordion for Roberto.
He played
with Bobby.
He played accordion for Roberto too.
With Bobby also. Recorded with Bobby. Traveled with Bobby. Amazing musician. All the Tejanos know him because of with the Roberto. Our conga player Hector also, but he was more on the norteño side. A.B. Padron, the keyboard player, also back then.
Original Estruendo.
Oh yeah.
With Güerito, with Jose Luis Ayala.
Jose Luis Ayala. Dang. And he did arrangements. He's the one now recently that does. We got a song like we did. We're doing a collab with Palomo, right? So we got the song. Hey, what song we're doing? Chalo got us a song. It's an original song, Chalo, whatever. And we came in here. We heard it. This is a process.
Mind you, and we'll get into Chalo, who part of the Mesteno team is now. But Chalo Galvan, who I don't know if you remember the Mexican rock pop band called Volovan. He's a singer of Volovan. They had on that Intocable 10 CD. You know how they had several artists.
The bands played their songs.
They were one of the bands that did it.
Yeah.
So Alex, which is their other bajo player, Intocable's other bajo player right now, was his guitar player.
Damn.
So, there's a lot of great musicians involved with Mesteno now.
So AB, the process is, here's a song we're gonna do is Palomo. AB, he's amazing. He'll get into the
Arrangement wise, he's
so we go to the studio, we start tracking. He does the accordion, piano accordion.
But Ruben, where does the style come from? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day,
when you say that, like he starts putting together. Again, I'm speaking as a fan. I'm not a musical here, right? Where does the style come from? Like, if the dude comes from the Mexican side and he starts, putting some stuff together. Like, when do you guys say, well, this is gonna go more cumbia, it's gonna go ranchera, like?
That's where we come in.
Mm-hmm. We tried this one, ranchera, right?
Yeah.
We had started at ranchera, and then we're like, was Palomo's biggest hit was No Me Conoces Aún. No me conoces.
We were doing it a different style, and I said, you know what?
No.
And this is where, at the end of the day, if there's several good options, then we decide where it's going.
Yeah.
What's Mesteno? This is, and it's hard for us to classify it either because, hey, what feels good about it? That Palomo song,
dude,
just
you
wait.
Gotta hear it.
That one's gonna be a classic.
And when you do this collab with Palomo, it's the vocalist.
Yes. Well, actually, we recorded it.
All of it.
All of it. They end up recording
the bass.
which is, again, everybody's ego's in check because our bass player can easily say, hey, pues ya había metido el bass yo. It's okay. Let them. And we told them, what do you want to put in? No, pues el bass y voz. Dale.
En segundas.
En segundas.
Okay. Question from as a fan point of view. When the song comes out and money is to be made,
Mm-hmm.
it goes to all your collabs. How is that money divided?
No, that's done the same way regardless because of who records the tracks. Who are the credits are to. So every individual that records that.
So it's not one of those things like Mesteno, like, okay, we're gonna have Laura Hernandez sing this. She's gonna collab.
She's
with
gonna
you
get her credit,
right? But it's not like, hey, Laura, here's your $1,000.
No.
Thanks for recording.
No.
And then the rest of the money that we made is just yours.
You can make that type of arrangement where it's like, hey, you're gonna get paid just to record it, and this is it, and
all your rights are ours,
and your credits.
Because they're trying to build it up for female entertainer of the year right now.
Well, we'll try to do a collab with her too.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
But I was saying, the guys. The last one is Chava. Chava's our bass player who was also played with Norte Sur and was Bobby's bass player and also
who recently won a Grammy.
He just won Latin Grammy with Bobby as his producer.
Damn.
So the band is good. The band is strong, and
we're clicking.
We got one coming with soon, and I was in that story when Ruben changed the topic. We're in the studio.
Gears.
Yeah, we're in the studio bump doing that song that guy wrote that he writes for Karim Leon. So we're there, and me and Ruben go to the bar area to get a drink, and we see some guy walk in, an older gentleman, and me and Ruben like, who the fuck is that, right? Like,
that literally was our reaction. Like,
who's this guy?
Who's this guy? And then, hey, ¿cómo está? And he walks in, and he walks into the
studio. So we go in,
and I'm like, yes, that's okay. And Chava's like, Miguel Luna. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, Miguel Luna. I was like, oh, like, I've heard the name, okay, songwriter. So he starts telling us all the songs that he's written.
Yes, dude.
And I'm like,
Yes.
how ignorant of me.
Intocable,
You know?
el amigo que se fue. Bronco.
De compas.
Well, but he didn't let me get there. So we're in the studio. Way to go, Ruben. We're in the studio. We know that he wrote for.
Wait, dude, don't say that. There's two people in here. You do not want to bring that fucking song.
Well, it's gonna answer probably your questions because we had that. We're in there and we start recording it, and then we take a little break, and we're like, "Hey guys," we ask him
Throw
like,
them up real quick.
"Oh,
Rock.
they won.
They won, baby. Right
UT.
here. UT just won 2-1. So
Boom.
all you guys that are watching the softball game, Texas beat
Longhorns
Texas
won.
Tech game 1.
Let's go Horns.
Hook them.
Hey, we take a little break and we're talking right now. I was like, "Hey, sir, pues usted escribió para Karim." He goes, "Sí, sí." And I was like, "Güey, lo traen en pedo ahorita, ¿no? Con esa canción de compas que de pues, you know."
You put your foot in your mouth, didn't you?
And he tells me,
No, it was a. I'm
You
sure.
knew he wrote it?
No.
No.
All I know is that he wrote for Karim. So when I asked him, "Hey, you wrote for Karim?" "Hey, pues, that's cool. Like,
He
lo tienen
co-wrote
de
it.
pedo ahorita."
Yeah.
He's like, "Pues, I co-wrote it." What? And I was like, ¿qué estaba pensando, jefe, cuando lo escribió usted? He told
So
me.
you asked from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
And you know
Bumpers
what the
Wacky
answer
Wednesday.
was?
Here we come, Rock.
It was a very diplomatic answer. In other words, a very neutral answer. He knew what the purpose was for it, and there was no specific reason
No.
for it. The way the song kind of took off to that side of it, it wasn't written for that. It was written for more so stir up the
They told him, Karim told him,
double meaning, double.
I want a song controversy that's going to bring me attention. Okay, I got you. De compas.
Because it is. I mean, you could take
Hey,
it
but
very
guess what?
literal,
But guess
or you
what?
could take it very non-literal.
You know what freaked me out, though, with that song? A lot of Tejanos that I know don't listen to Karim were posting. So it did. The song did its job.
Oh yeah, it
Actually,
definitely did it.
I like the song
I
a
love
lot.
this, bro.
Yes.
I was singing that song until it got to that part. I was like, wait, hold up. I rewind. I'm like, did that just say? what I
But
thought it
that
said?
can be. When I heard it like that, I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah. I mean, you can take it that way, or you can take it. It's your friend, female friend. I mean, it is.
Lado, they don't see it like we do. Yeah, me and Lado were on a team, and Eddie and we were on a team about
exactly why they
compa.
wrote it like that.
So watch, Bump.
I'm not calling a girl compa. homie.
No.
That's
But
just
watch.
not.
Look, Bump. Honestly, that song, for those of the people that are like, nah, pues it's a certain way, the song did what it was supposed to do. And that was have
Create attention.
everybody, even people like our Tejano market that don't listen to Karin.
Yeah.
We're listening.
We're talking, and even posting about it because I saw people posting
Yeah.
like, hey, did y'all hear that song, Karin? I'm like, wow, dude, look at Karin. He's a fucking genius, bro. Look at what he just did.
And then
He
when they
made
interviewed
everybody
him-
talk about him.
When
What'd
he
he say?
interviewed him, what did he say? Take it however
Yep.
you want.
Which is what we're just saying.
Take it however you want.
Take it however you want. Si me quieres clasificar de esto, bien. Si no, me pedo.
You know what?
Genius.
I'll drink to Karin Leon. Compa, serve me one, compa.
Hey, you guys want to hear another one? I know I want to hear another one, man.
¿Qué mana?
Since you're doing a shot, we're gonna do a song
Hold on.
that was on the Mesteno Lives Volume 1. And since we're taking shots, that we're gonna do a song so everybody can take some shots with us.
You good?
He's driving.
Boys, thank you, Bump,
No, thank you guys.
Saludcita.
for the
man.
hospitality.
Hey, man, let's do one to all the fans out there watching.
Yes.
Grupo Mesteno, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Everybody watching. I hope you guys are having a great time with us. I know I'm having a great time. Just some awesome knowledge that you never get to hear. The insides of how a collab happens, what happens in the studio, and we just got some amazing musicians here.
Hey, what if I do it? Hold on. I'm not trying to stir shit up, but what if I do it like Sonny? Look at my muscles. Ooh, you see that? You see the muscles or not?
No,
right
you
there?
gotta turn.
You gotta turn
Turn
around.
around.
We gotta
If
see
you're
your
gonna do that-
ass, bro.
If you're
the
gonna do
muscles.
that,
If you're gonna do that, we gotta see booty.
if you're
bro.
gonna send a shout out to Sonny, you
Yeah.
gotta
Sonny, what up,
stand
Sonny?
up.
Sonny, Sonny
If you're gonna,
Salcedo, bro.
you gotta stand up and do the.
Rock, don't do it, Rock. Rock, don't do that shit. Here we go. I'm actually gonna be with them Saturday, man. This show,
Where?
Ruben, has allowed me to travel the United States, emceeing shit that I never in a million. Again, bro, I'm a Marine, dude.
Hey.
I never in a million years think that I would be hosting festivals and doing stuff. I'm hosting something called the Kings and Queens, another thing sponsored by Texas Folk Life. So Texas Folk Life, what they do is they honor the music that makes Texas, that comes from Texas. Well, we're not the only people that love this accordion, right? There's the Zydeco too, right?
folk.
It's folk. It's a lot of it's here from East Texas. So Zydeco meets Conjunto / Tejano this Saturday.
Crossroads.
Yeah, Crossroads right here in Houston, Texas.
That's better.
So I'll be hosting it. We're gonna
Awesome.
have people from both sides. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, man, saludos to Sonny and everybody out there, to the doctor at Texas Folk Life. I'll be in Houston this weekend hosting an event. What do we got, Rock?
We're gonna do a song para que se echen unos gritos, and you can take a shot with us.
Ahora sí, ya es imposible el seguir juntos los dos. Vete ya por el camino que la suerte te marcó. A mi lado no lo niegues,
hiciste mala y no hay nada bueno en ti. Pero sí, yo ya sabía que todo esto pasaría. Como diablos fui a caer. Me lleva la tristeza, qué desgracia, qué torpeza, qué manera de perder. Pero al fin ya nos quisimos. Tú te vas y yo me voy. Al perderte voy ganando. Anda, vete a ver qué encuentras y que te bendiga Dios.
¡El grito! ¡Échale Mesteno!
Pero sí, yo ya sabía que todo esto pasaría. Como diablos fui a caer. Me lleva la tristeza, qué desgracia, qué torpeza, qué manera de perder. Pero al fin ya nos quisimos. Tú te vas y yo me voy. Al perderte voy ganando. Anda, vete a ver qué encuentras.
Well,
Cheers something.
Y que te bendiga Dios.
Wow. Like, we have people in the audience. Usually it's just me and Eddie and the band. But they can vouch for Ruben. I tell people this all the time. People ask me outside, like the next day, like, hey, dude, that band was badass, whatever. But I get it. They hear it through this, right? But I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, it's so different. The vibe in this room right now is freaking amazing. It's to just look across and see Ruben passionately sing that song, dude. It's phenomenal. There's no way to tell you guys how it feels, how it sounds. I mean, you guys can hear it. I'm sure you guys are having a good time. I'm getting texts. There's already guys like su pinche madre, I'm already drunk as shit already, right? So un saludo to my buddy Hector down in the valley. He's having a good time. He's actually the guy who made me all these metal signs here. He's like, su pinche madre, I'm already drunk, bro.
Hey.
Right?
And that's the idea of Mesteno. Honestly, like, what was our group text on the band's text on Sunday? Like, fuck, our band had a blast last night.
Mm-hmm.
I love to hear texts from the band like that. Why? Because that means our band is having fun playing.
It's not just a job.
No. I mean, it's a job. We've got a job to do, right?
Yeah. But
when
you're
it's
having
like
fun
that,
doing it,
oh,
bro.
Man, it's awesome.
Not a job. Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Dude, I can't, like, really, I wish I could take all the people who like Wacky Wednesday and rotate them out a show at a time. My wife would not, she would not be happy.
Yeah, no.
Rotate them in here so you guys can see. I think me and Eddie, we become immune, so to say, because we hear it. We're here in this room, and it's different, bro. It is. It's totally different than, like, I watch this tomorrow. I'm like, nah, hell no, it sounded way better when I was,
Yeah,
you know, when I was right there. When I was there. But it's awesome, Ruben, because I really like the fans to get to know who you guys are, right? And we haven't really talked about your personal lives, and sometimes I kind of, you know, I vibe off the person, whether they want to talk about their personal life, not. But you said something.
There's a lot.
No. You
to
said
say about
something. You said something to me earlier, off the air, and it's conversations like that gives me fuel for my show. And as Ruben said, they all have their jobs, they have their lives, as we all do, right? As we all do. Eddie does, I do. But we try to 2 hours, loudest here, sometimes 3, maybe 3. It's 8 hours, right? But
she's like, what?
Yeah,
2?
she's like, no, sometimes we go a little over, and it's good because we're having a great time. But you brought something when we were talking earlier in the kitchen, man, about softball and how the Lord worked. To me, you might not see it like that, but how the Lord works. You're here tonight when it could have possibly been a phone call. Bumper, we're sorry, bro, but we're not going to be able to make it.
What I said was, I told Rock, I was like, hey, y'all go. I'm going to show up video, or we'll figure it out how to
get me in. Yeah.
Get me in.
So let me give you the backstory. Ruben's daughter made it to the All Stars. No, he didn't know.
I didn't know.
When I got the schedule Friday afternoon, I text him and I go, hey, you need to let Bumper know, because we'll figure something out. But but
before that, Ruben's daughter plays softball. Shout out to Lauren.
In the Far All Stars?
Yes. So he's coaching the All Stars. So he tells me, hey, I was like, hey, don't forget, we got bumpers. He's like, dude, I'm coaching. We play Tuesday. I was like, okay, the show's Wednesday. Well, if we win, we don't play till Thursday. But if we lose, we play Wednesday. And I'm like, well, who are you playing? We're playing Sebastian. I was like, you got it. We played them in the All Stars.
Hey,
hold on.
Yeah.
Vamos a empezar con Brownsville.
No, but
hey,
that's
shout
what I
out to
said.
Sebastian, because they had an awesome team.
Shout out to Ramiro Cruz.
I mean, it was a travel team.
Yeah.
That these little girls were phenomenal.
Yeah.
They played great.
So Ruben tells me, hey, I got the schedule. If we lose Tuesday, I can't go Wednesday. Tell Bumper, whatever, or if not, you go all Zoom, whatever. I was like, dude, we're not gonna Zoom. Like, you're going.
So I kept asking him, hey, did you already call?
No.
Bump? He's like, no.
Nope.
And like, to me, it was like, give you just a, hey.
I knew he was gonna win, or in my heart of hearts, I knew he was gonna fucking.
Well, I'm gonna rewind now because I called him like, I don't know, the other day.
Well, you messaged us. You messaged us.
No. But I called you, and it was kind of like, yeah, bro, we're gonna be there. Like,
yeah,
like there was no ánimo there. I was like, hey, bro, he hung up, and I was like, fucking Rock, dude. If he doesn't show up,
we were gonna make it happen regardless. But
and that's why I hadn't called you out or even Laura and Eddie about the stakes, because I was like, you know. And then so yesterday, I texted him, hey, good luck. Y'all better win, dude. He's like, you know, he went like that, right? The
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So I had practice with my daughter. She made it to the All-Star. Shout out to my daughter, Emma, in Edinburgh. So I had practice, and when I was done, he started at 7:30. I was like, hey, I'm already done. How's it going? I'm headed to HQ, which is our hangout.
Yeah.
Wings and Rings. I'll see, call me, see how y'all are doing. So I'm sitting there at the bar, and it's already 9:30, and he texts me, we got our asses handed to us. I was like, dude, I was like,
so I so immediately after the game, that happens, but the director comes over to us like right away and says, hey, y'all lost, so you
You play tomorrow.
You're scheduled to play tomorrow, which is today at 7:45. But he goes, the team you're playing also lost, and they withdrew from the tournament. So, I mean, I don't know how many teams were in the tournament. There's a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
So, like, as soon as I had the shit, we lost, gotta figure this shit out. We're good. So
You guys got the W, baby.
No, dude, look.
I let Rocky sweat it just for a few minutes. I was like, hey, we lost, man.
We got
what are we gonna do?
to us.
I
was
didn't,
like,
I didn't get a text or a phone call.
I knew he wasn't gonna text you, but I figured.
You know why? Because I had faith. I had faith.
We were gonna make it work regardless.
Yes. So yes,
Hey, dude, and the Lord has you guys here with us, man.
Absolutely. And you know what? We had badass barbecue. Oh no.
Amazing barbecue. But you know what, dude? Out of all the barbecue and everything, to me, it's what we call in the military. It's a camaraderie, right? This is just a vibe. Get to know this cat right here. This cat's been around for a long time, playing with big ones, and
you never run across him.
right. And so I told him, hey, we're sponsored by M3 Bajos, and he's like, let me check it out. He grabbed it, and my thing is I'm sponsored by somebody. I want to see the reaction of people who play Bajos every day. They grab it. So right away, I'm like, hey, here, bro, tune it. I gave it to him, and he doesn't know it, but I'm watching his reaction. He's like, looking, he's like, hey. And I'm constantly like, hey, what do you think? Oh, bro, it's está con madre. It's badass, it's nice. So we're sponsored by some badass guys, right? Some M3 Bajos.
Awesome.
So
I want to welcome
Mesteño's
looking for a Bajo sponsorship.
Sponsor.
M3 Bajos, baby.
Yeah.
Miguel.
There you go.
Give him a call. Hey, it might be 4 M's. You had Mesteno. It's gonna be 4 M's on that mower. We want to welcome to the M3 family. We want to welcome our good friend, Mr. Art. Right, Mr. Art from the Conjunto Cats. He is now part of the M3 Bajo Quinto family.
Awesome.
He came onto the show. He played it. The guy saw him. He reached out to him, and next thing you know, he's part of the family. Man, so saludos to our sponsor M3 Bajo Quinto.
Shout out to
Oye,
him.
compadre, I'm getting a text from these guys were on your show a few weeks ago.
Don't say secreto, bro. What do they say?
It's because he says Buchanan's is a little too full.
Oh,
I don't know.
Was it pee-pee?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. You know what, dude? You know what we need to do?
You don't want to
I'm
do
just
it.
relaying the message. Don't kill the
not want to do
messenger.
it.
Let's work with the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Is the barrel house big enough? The barrel, the what is it called? The barrel house, right?
Yeah.
Is big enough to a little party for us?
We do it outside.
Everybody?
Yep.
The barrel house will accommodate.
Will accommodate?
Yes.
We got to get when BB's not on tour. I'm sure he's on tour all the time.
No, Wednesdays.
Wednesdays he's home?
Wednesdays are money.
All right, we got to get the producer.
Or Laura.
Or we gotta get I gotta get with the producer's manager, bro, to make sure that
you're gonna get
that we can get there,
you
right?
show up,
She
you're gonna
said
get
that
steaks.
as long as we
As
have
long as you got
those
steaks.
steaks, she was game.
Shout out to Zeke from the Conjunto Cats.
He's
awesome,
watching.
Saludos.
awesome accordion player, young kid. Shout out to him. I saw him in the stock show. We went to go check out David Leamy and Chava, and they opened up the show. And man, the energy that they have, the energy that kid has on the accordion, awesome job, dude.
Y el vato
Continue kicking butt.
Sí.
Puro asparagus.
Así como yo.
Puro asparagus.
Hey, but you know
No
what?
está gordito, así
So
como-
talking about sponsorships, this Bajo right here we have is Juan P. Moreno Bajo right there. So MK, you want to sponsor Mesteno with a Bajo? We got a Macias. We have a Juan P.
Moreno.
Also a shout out to our sponsors, Cantabella Accordions, Accordion Pro Shop, and Hermes Music.
Can you mute that part? Because they're not part. No, hombre, dale,
No,
bro,
I've
dale,
been very
dale.
blessed. I've been very blessed.
We have.
Mesteno. We were called by the Hermes, Mr. Juan, that they wanted to sponsor not just me, the band. You know that me and Ruben signed a contract to Hermes Cantabella Accordions. So this one is Ruben's. Without even knowing, Ruben bought this before. This one right there, my black one, and then I have a red one. So it's pretty cool because Cantabella only sponsors certain people. And their main sponsor is, everybody knows, is El Rey del Acordeón, Ramon Ayala. Sponsored by Cantabea. And then you have Beto Zapata from Grupo Pesado, also sponsored. And now myself, sponsored by Cantabea Accordion. So a shout out to them, to Cantabea Accordions.
They sponsored the Showstopper. No, hombre, man. You know what, guys? It's an honor to have you guys here, man. Believe it or not, you guys are in the like I said before, in the views. You guys are in the top 5 of Wacky Wednesday. I don't know if it was because me and Rocky went on a binge. We went on a tequila binge, or it was just a great environment. But just goes to show you with what one iPhone can do for the whole world. I mean, dude, we did it with.
We need to recreate
iPhone.
that.
No, bro, fuck no.
Hey, no. At this point, we're gonna recreate.
You
that.
know how much shit I got from my wife? She's like, I want you to. She told me.
You know how much shit I gave Rook?
Yeah.
Dude, I want you to watch that show from hour 1 to the end, and you can literally see from 0 to 10, like just
downhill,
baby.
But you know what? Those are some of the. I mean,
those are cool moments, bro. It's
great
cool.
moments. I was upset towards the tail end of the night.
But you know what?
But you know what?
Go ahead.
It was an epic night.
No.
Hey, guess what? The next day, you were there. The next day I show up. I was
epic night.
Yeah.
Hey.
We had lunch the next day.
And what happened when I walked in? I was like, damn, Ruben's going to be upset with me. I walk in, the judges are like, as I walk in, the bartenders, the waitress, hey, what's it? Whenever you want to come here again. They have never sold that many shots.
Shots of tequila that night.
At Bro House.
But you know what, Ruben? In what we do here, bro, I'm open with everybody. Yes, we're here with Mesteno, but sometimes I like to let you guys know on the feedback that I get, right, when we do the show. There's some people that absolutely do not like that I represent, or I don't like to say me and Eddie, we represent Tejano and our cultura, and then there's alcohol involved. To them, it's like it's a bad thing, right? But at the same time, I'm like, dude, this is my honest opinion. I really don't care. Like, you know what I mean? This is what I do.
I respect everybody's opinion.
Yeah. No. I respect
Honestly,
their opinion. But this is what we've been doing this since the invention of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Alcohol has been part of the show, and it's not like we get hammered where we're blacking out and stuff. We're just having it. We're just having a good time.
Well, we did that night. I got loaded.
Occasionally.
I said F somebody.
But, it's all in good, fun, clean fun.
No, for sure.
So,
Ruben, and being with Mesteno, I want to ask you something that's going to be a little personal.
Okay. Let me get ready.
We talked a little bit about, the song you did, the collab, and it was two brothers, and two brothers. Mm-hmm. But in all actuality, it was two brothers, and one brother missing his brother.
Right.
We didn't really get to touch on it too much the last time you were here, but I know that your brother means a lot to you. I follow you on social media, and I've seen you do toasts and stuff like that. To your brother, you wouldn't be in music if it wasn't for your brother. You know what I mean? And here you are with your own group, making badass music with, collabing with the biggest in the industry. And here you're on my show right here in San Antonio, Texas. But your brother, man, what happened with your brother? How come your brother wasn't part of that 2, 2, and 2?
Well, I mean, to cut it very literal and very short, obviously he passed away in 2006. Died in a tragic car accident, and that was what I thought was the end of music for me. We played since we were kids. We had our band since we were both in high school. I quit college in my freshman year in college to play music. were signed with Freddie Records. We had all the potential that we thought we had. As a matter of fact, he was accordion primera voz in our group. And, God had different plans for him. He passed away in 2006, and music, I thought, was done for me. Obviously, he had a huge influence in music because as much as I love music, I knew my brother loved music just that much more. And that was his dream and that. I don't know if that's his doing in me today to keep doing music, but I run into Rock, who personality-wise is a lot like my brother. And it just fit right. And why was it that somebody like that took me out of, quote unquote, retirement to come back into music? Who knows? But it just felt right, and we started doing it. And everything we do still involves my brother. Ironically enough, Chava and Ruli, who are a big part of our band, our drummer and our bass player, knew my brother before they knew me back, in the 90s. So it's just, he still has a huge influence in us and our music and what we try to do. Rocky met him, I think, one time that I do remember. But he doesn't remember that. And, I was probably 18, 19 years old when I met Rocky. And my brother and I played with him when he was with the Bad Boys. And
we were wild.
We got up on stage with him and we jammed a few songs and this and that. He doesn't remember that. And he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, I do remember that. But
we were wild.
My brother was a huge influence to me in music. As much as I love music, that I think I love music, he loved it that much more. Obviously, his life was, cut off a little bit short. But I carry him very much in our heart and our music. On that note, the first time I met Ray, or the first time we ended up playing, Ray, he wrote a song. He goes, hey, you know what? I wrote a song for a cousin of mine that lost his brother. Before our very first show, the very first show that Mesteno ever did, he starts playing it to me acoustically. And I'm like, stop. Like, the song was like, it just hit home. And I was like, shit, I'm going to get emotional. Like, stop. We were, 15 minutes before we were going to go on stage. And he starts playing it, and I'm like, stop. Which is a song we ended up recording that's written by Ray Davila, Te extraño y te adoro, which talks about somebody losing their brother. So he starts playing it for me literally 15 minutes before we're going on stage, and I was like, I don't even want to hear that.
So we've been in all your times you go on stage and, like, again, that moment right there. And does it ever hit you like, fuck, man?
Every time.
I could imagine, has there been a point in time in a show where you just like, you have to turn around and maybe look towards the drummer or something, be like, damn.
We played that song.
My brother would be proud of me and where I'm at right now and what you're doing because, bro.
More than you can imagine. Very, like, a lot of times. So when we took out that song, aside from the fact that it was hard to record it because of the lyrics, it literally talks about perder un hermano es como vivir con un vacío en tu alma, So we played it a couple of times and I would crack on stage. So I would turn and I would, continue after. And I told him, I was like, hey, we got to stop playing this one. Like, I can't. because I wasn't comfortable enough doing it without breaking. Now, fast forward, we're like, you know what? Let's make it to where it's okay. You explain it to
The people.
because it's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know how it's not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna get not emotional about it. So I'm not gonna sing it perfect because I can't.
So we don't, there's a lot of artists out there, and I'll tell you, like, you got your Turner, your Lucky, and they sing songs to their mom. Lucky to his mom, his
Which
dad,
is difficult to do.
and that's hard. We've and it's cool, but we've never, to this day, we've never done that to where we did the song. I respect Ruben, to where he's like, hey, we can't play it.
I think the first time that they saw like the true meaning, we went to the cemetery, and it was either my brother's anniversary or his birthday, and we started. And I'm not an emotional guy. Like, I'm not. That day, these guys were like freaking out because I couldn't finish the song. So, yes, it is a big deal to me, that song, which makes it very meaningful that Ray wrote it.
Yeah.
So it's all there. It's just, it's hard to sing.
And Ruben, you used to have both your parents?
I do.
And with that question, you still have both your parents. You ever see your parents get emotional seeing you get up there?
We do. I do.
We all do. We all do.
I mean, as a parent myself,
I make it a point not to look at my mother when we play.
Yes.
Because I know that the second we play any song that we used to play,
she's crying.
She's crying.
Yeah.
Like, she's crying. And I don't ever tell her, I love for her to go watch us play.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know where her mind goes. Of course, any parent's
your
gonna
parents,
go to that.
I mean that.
So
that was their son's dream.
It's
and
tough.
now it's one son living the dream.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough, man.
It is. But I love I love remembering him. What's that?
You got it in you to sing it?
Yeah. I
don't know.
Let's try it. That way.
Hey, man, and the reason I say that is because I wouldn't put you on a spot like that, Ruben. But being here with you, bro, I see how much your brother means to you.
That guy was my best friend, my everything.
But for some weird reason, God put this knucklehead on your road. Right? One.
So we both had that conversation with my mom.
Yes, dude.
That I'm like, I was the little brother, but I was the big brother to my brother because he was kind of the cagalero, and
Hey,
and I would always.
What did
be
your mom tell you when we drove to Buddha?
Oh, we were driving over there, and she was all nervous, like driving.
I was driving the trailer.
He was driving because I was like working or whatever. And he's like, "Ay, andaba tan nervioso como cuando estaba aquí." Like, which is the same shit as in when it was my brother.
Hey, Ray, and you wrote the song. Think in what you lost somebody.
But I think you all fixed some
your
words.
cousin, no?
Yeah,
Right?
he kind of polished it up. But,
Just a few here and there.
But I have a cousin that passed away, I think, in 96. So they're in total, they're like four or five brothers. But those two particular brothers, they were like inseparable. They married two sisters. They stayed in like Florida. They grew up, like their entire lives, they were like inseparable. So when the younger one passed away in 96, the older brother, fast forward years later, he would look for me a lot. We just bonded, and I mean, we're talking about 30 years later. Yeah, I mean, he would get emotional, and he told me what happened with, when my other cousin passed away. So, I mean, 30, 35 years later, he was still hurting, So I told him, I'm gonna write a song for you about your story, and I'm not a songwriter. You know, I don't speak Spanish or write it the way it's supposed to be. I'm like Tex-Mex, so you know, and it shows.
You're puro Bumper Gomez, like that.
Yeah, and it shows. However, it's pure heart. You know,
it comes from there. Yeah.
Yeah, and so when I met Ruben, I didn't know this, but he told me his story, and it's like, what? Like, you know, I wrote a song exactly about that, and that's when he said, "Well, let's hear it," and then he goes, "Stop."
He literally was like started playing it, and not even halfway through the song, I was like, "Ooh, stop."
Bro, but isn't it? I mean, you stop to think about it. Isn't it
The
crazy,
pieces that
bro?
God puts.
The pieces that God puts in your life, bro. And sometimes you want to question them, right? But at the same time, hey, we're not turning into a religious show. I'm just saying, like this, you know, it happens, bro. I'm big on my faith. I
am huge.
You know what I mean? And for Kike, bro.
Yeah.
Like if he's here with us, let's
It
jam
is. It is.
for
It is.
everybody, because there's a lot of people that are commenting that
Honestly,
feel you.
yeah.
They feel you. You know what I mean?
You know, I run into people in music now that tell me, "Hey, I need your brother." I don't even know them, and they knew my brother back, you know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll call Ruben and say, "Hey, dude, the other day I called you twice. I'm at work and I don't know. I said something about far and I was like, hey, pues, you know Ruben?" He's like, "You know what? I didn't know Ruben much, but I knew his brother Kike." Everybody that, no BS, a lot of the people, 99% of people that I meet with Ruben knew Ruben because of his brother.
Yeah.
Because of his brother, not because of Ruben. So
I mean, sorry.
But you know what?
Let's jam it, dude. Ladies and gentlemen,
you guys
Grupo
remember that?
Mesteno, in memory of Ruben's brother Kike. ¿Cómo se llama la canción?
Te extraño y te adoro.
Oh, man.
Listen to the words, guys. For anybody who's ever lost a brother, not just a brother, a sister.
I don't even remember it that well, but we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna make it work. No te sientas mal si me ves llorar. Es que tu partida me hizo tanto mal. Quisiera que fuera un sueño, porque te busco y tú ya no estás. Jamás he sentido un dolor así. Perder un hermano es como vivir con un vacío en el alma y con una herida que no va a sanar. Solo Dios me ha ayudado a aguantar esta batalla. Quisiera volar hasta llegar donde tú estás. Quisiera mirarte y volver a abrazarte una vez más. Para mí fuiste un tesoro. Te extraño y te adoro.
¡Dale, Mesteno!
Sé que tú estás en un mejor lugar, pero yo sigo aquí sin poder calmar este dolor en mi pecho. Quiero gritar tu nombre y no puedo. Si por ti me ves sufriendo,
visítame en mis sueños. Quisiera volar hasta llegar donde tú estás. Quisiera mirarte y volver a abrazarte una vez más. Para mí fuiste un tesoro. Te extraño y te adoro. Para mí fuiste un tesoro. Descansa en paz. Nos vemos pronto. I hadn't sang that song in like 2 years, dude. Literally.
The lyrics to that song that's anyway, te inventaste, güey.
Yeah. He did.
What a simple
Message.
What a simple message and a simple set of lyrics, but so powerful at the same time. Bro, and the way the Mesteno vibe you guys gave is just freaking. I promise you, this is not just talking. Like, this is literally me, being who I am, bro. Like I'm surprised that song is it's recorded, right?
Yeah,
it's recorded.
It's out.
Never.
It's out. Honestly, like
original song.
Yeah,
And just
it was our first original song.
Real quick, my cousin, the one that I wrote it for, about 3 weeks ago, yeah, he went on, he passed.
He
I mean,
passed.
yeah.
Man, my condolences, bro.
He was he got sick suddenly, and I think he was in like hospice, so he finally went on to be with his brother.
Well,
may the perpetual light shine upon him, brother.
Let's cheers to them. Like,
Yep.
Cheers to that, man. Cheers to an amazing song, man. Like,
to Stevie Perales, who said he met you through your brother.
He did.
You know
He
what,
did.
dude?
You know what? More often than not, the people I meet through music are
From your
like,
brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I always lived in his shadow, and growing up, because he was the vibe. He was
He's the leader of the band.
I never had a problem with that, ever. We just had a conversation with it, me and my girl, on the way up here. And I was like, I never had a problem with that.
Ruben,
Zero.
You know what? You know what we don't.
didn't.
You know what we don't see in our genre a lot of. You don't see the resurgence of a song. What I mean by that, a song that maybe has come out maybe a few years back
and didn't,
and it didn't write, and then maybe somebody else redoes it or whatever, and then it comes out and it becomes a hit, and then when people go to dig, and like, wait a minute, that song came out 5 years ago, or this guy recorded, or whatever the case may be, right? And it becomes a hit. And doing what Bumper does, I'm gonna call my people out. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That song needs to be resurfaced.
Yep.
Yeah. To all my friends that are TikTok DJs, to all my friends that own radio stations, to all my friends that are program directors, to me and Eddie's friends all over the industry that have anything to do with playing music, that song needs to do it. I promise you, if you put that song in people's face, it's a powerful song. It's
so many people can relate.
It's a simple but so powerful song. And look, bro, I'm gonna prove a point. Eddie, let's give it a month. how does Ruben or Rocky, how do you guys see your music? Like, are you able to see
Yes.
can you see a single moving? You can see it moving in almost in real time.
Of course.
Okay, so Wacky Wednesday fans,
I like.
I need you to. So what? It's on. That's on.
It's on all digital
It's
platforms.
on digital platforms.
Te extraño y te adoro.
Te extraño
Y
y
te
te adoro. Mesteno.
Mesteno.
Te extraño y te adoro.
It is. I mean, and I have friends that know the song, and they're like, "That's my favorite song of Mesteno." All the time.
And you
text
scratch
me.
your head like, well, how come it's not being played?
Right.
Right? No, that's what I mean.
Now, did we? I'm gonna take fault.
Yeah.
And as a band, I take fault. We didn't push it. We didn't push the song. Should we have? Yes. Did we not? We didn't. We didn't because it was, again, we started playing it and then I was like, I can't sing it live.
Mind you, we already had a video.
Bro, if you sing live the way you just sang, look, I'm watching people who don't usually sit in here, right? I watch reactions. So people say like, "Bump, I see you go to the shows and you don't even pay attention to the bands." Like people tell me like, "Hey, you're not even, bro. I see bands every day, all the time, right?" But you know what I do? I go to watch the people's reaction to the band. So it gives me fuel to talk about what I'm talking about, right?
We're the same way.
Well, you have one that's always with you, right? One that, so you see every now and then. Even the producer, man, thought I saw him a little bit right there. He was getting, he got a little salt in his eyes over there, right? His eyes got sweaty.
We're growing. Honestly, as a band, we're growing. And to his credit, Rocky's like, hey, embrace it. Even if you can't, if you break, if you whatever, embrace it. And he has told me that.
Yep.
I don't, it's uncomfortable. But you know what? Guess what? Sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to grow.
Yeah, no, for sure. The more uncomfortable you are.
We've talked about it.
In your profession, you have to know that.
I don't like to be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I'm always prepared.
I know, but being uncomfortable puts you in.
You gotta adapt.
It brings that. Yeah, you gotta adapt, and it brings the best on you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do our part. Right? Let's do our part. Name of the song one more time, Ruben.
Te extraño y te adoro.
Te extraño y te adoro. Right? Mesteno. Make sure you download it right now. Let's see if we can get the downloads going. I'm gonna make some phone calls tomorrow to some people that I know, and we're gonna see if we can get that.
Let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling, hey, bro. And
you know what?
Not to knock on what you're working on.
No,
I don't want to do that.
not at all.
But I just want to do it to prove a point.
As odd as that sounds, the song I had already paid for video. I had already paid for everything. And we shut it down.
We did.
I probably from our part.
Yeah.
We did it because we played it a few times and Ray was there, and it's just I couldn't.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know what? Shut it down.
And you think we can do it? Yeah. You think we can? You think we can rehash that song and push it around?
But you know what, Bump?
I think we can, bro.
I think that was an awesome idea because we dropped the ball on that. We had already talked to some people to do a video. The video was gonna be deep, remember?
Yeah.
It was gonna be a deep video. And we let it go. We continued, and that song stayed in the back burner. And my mind is already, I have a very creative mind. My mind's already running. I'll talk to Ruben later. But that was, you stirred something in us, and I think it's...
Okay.
And you know what? That topic hadn't been brought up in a long time.
It did.
And I don't know why you did it, but I'm glad you did.
God puts people in your path at different times in your life. So if we are able to resurface that song and it gets a little, right? And you decide to make a video, me and Eddie, we got to be the janitors or something.
Done.
I don't know, whatever. Something in the background. We could be sweeping.
Done.
Whatever.
Fuck,
You gotta put us in the background, bro. We gotta be in the background. So with that being said, brand new songs. we work really hard on this stuff. We do something that's called What's Bumper Bumping, right?
Okay.
And it's something we do every single episode we have, and we like to, showcase some new music, maybe some music that's been around, right? But it's what we're bumping this week. And tonight's is brought to you by our good friend Rick Balderrama, Advantage Bank. So make sure you guys get him up if you're looking for a mortgage, right? Hit him up. He'll walk you through the whole process of getting a house. If you're looking to get rid of your house, you can hit him up too. He'll walk you through it. So this week's What's Bumper Bumping?
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
¿Cuántos días pasarán? ¿Cuánto tengo que tomar para olvidarme de tus besos? ¿Cuántas noches llegarán atrapada en soledad, aferrada a tus recuerdos? Hoy le pongo una hasta aquí, pues si no voy a morir de tristeza y de amargura. Tú nunca supiste amarme, pero yo sé valorarme y ahora estoy...
What's Bumper Bumping?
Ya se acabó, ya terminó aquel amor. No volverás, se marchitó todo cariño. Yo quisiera regresar a lo pasado del ayer y estar contigo solo un momento. Quiero saber qué sucedió con nuestro amor.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Y no tiene solución. Si tú me hubieras querido, si tú me hubieras amado, no estuvieras hoy llorando. Si tú me hubieras querido, si tú me hubieras amado, estuvieras ahora.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
And we're back right here at
Yeah.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday with my good friends, Grupo Mesteno, where we have actually taken you guys on a roller coaster ride this evening, man.
Emotions.
All kinds of emotions running through the Wacky Wednesday studio. What did you guys think of What's Bumper Bumping? So make sure you guys are out there supporting all those artists, Ramadera, I think it was Gabriela on there, Eddie. And just make sure you guys are out there supporting that new music, man, because that's the only way we're going to continue to grow as a genre. If you're just joining us late, we're here with Grupo Mesteno from the 956. They've been jamming all night. We've been having, as you guys can see, we got a goddamn bar up here, right? We're here, but me and Rocky are still good. We're well behaved. Rock, we can see you.
You're not 12 shots in.
No, we're not 12 shots in. That's for sure. What's up?
Do you have ice?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be secretive and the camera's on me. Ice. Yes, like we're really good. Last time at this time I was saying F somebody and I was getting in trouble, and not this time. I love you. I love everybody.
Shout out to Brownsville, Texas. I love Brownsville, Texas. I really do. Brownsville is bumping right now. And I don't mean that as a pun or anything. Like Brownsville, Texas right now is a hot spot.
Bump, it's working because Laurie Reese just downloaded on iTunes. Awesome song. Thank you guys.
There
it is
you go,
working.
right there. It's working.
Thank you, Ms. Reese.
Before we continue, I'm going to do my shout out segment to my mom and dad. Love
not
us.
there yet,
Alejandra
Rock.
Davila. This song is the most touching song ever in our hearts. My nephew just passed away 1 month ago. Sorry to hear that.
Our condolences.
Our condolences to you. And this song is an amazing song. It is. We dropped the ball. And I guess it was more...
an emotional thing.
I knew
honestly.
that Ruben... so we didn't even push
I'm going to take blame for it, Bump. Because I shut it down. I shut it down and I was like, nah.
But for a good reason, Ruby. You can't. No, neta, bro. I mean, that's personal to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as a podcast, yeah. Oh, you need to. My bad. I thought it was my drink. My bad.
Right there. Thank you.
Okay. So let's see what we can do, man. Let's see what we can do as a podcast. Let's see what we can do as a fan base. Let's reemerge. Let's bring this song back to life and see what happens.
And if we do a video, honestly, if we do a video and we're saying it right here, and I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth, we'll do the video right here in San Antonio.
I'm game with it.
All right, so we can all be in it somehow.
Yes, and we'll involve the San Antonio people.
Because you know what? One of the biggest shows that me and my brother ever did was at Fiesta.
Oh shit! See, there you go. It have a great meaning.
A connection to it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Ethan Sanchez done loud it now, and I just lost my deal last year.
See what I mean,
Sorry
bro?
to hear that.
But do you see what I mean, Ruben?
People can relate to that song.
But you
more than we can imagine.
You not playing it.
I know.
It's like my
What's
Tejano
the song
artist.
called? Anyone know? Te extraño y te adoro, Josh.
Y te adoro.
Te extraño, te adoro, Grupo Mesteno. But it's a out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Right? Midwest. Great Tejano artists. Great music.
A bit of a song.
They're out of sight, out of mind.
Thank you.
Right? So Roland Quare, make sure I know it's a beautiful song. Make sure you download it. Make sure you call your tío, your tías, your cousins, your primos. Hey, call everybody, man, and make sure they download that song. We're gonna see what we can do as a whole, not just Wacky Wednesday, but Ruben, all the guys, Mesteno. We know they have a shitload of badass collabs, right? But let's just see what we can do bringing this song back to life. I'm gonna do my part, but I can't do my part until the morning. Right, but we're gonna see. We're gonna
do the video.
I mean,
we're calling it. We'll do the video here in San Antonio
if we can get it to reemerge.
Bob, you know that song had been out of my.
It's back, Ruben.
I know, out of my head
bro,
for a while.
If we
Ray's thinking, I don't want to be that guy. But Ray's thinking, bro,
if we get this song,
no, I mean
the fans of Mesteno, the fans of Wacky Wednesday, if we can get this song on the Rudy Trevino count, I don't give a shit if it's number 20 and it stays at number 20. Who cares? If we, as a fan base, can get that song on Rudy Trevino's top 20, hey.
It's a success.
It's a success.
We're starting
an award show.
There you go.
We
just
hey, all you gotta do is request.
I'm just playing. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. We're not gonna do that. But I'm serious, bro. I think me and Eddie and you guys and the fans, we can get this song on the top 20.
I think the issue with that song was that it was never heard.
Again, we're gonna get it heard. Let's get it heard. Let's get people to download the song and let's get it out there.
Myra, re-release it tomorrow.
If Myra D's watching.
Yeah. Somebody tag
she
Myra
better be
D.
watching.
Tag Myra D, and I better see an email in tomorrow in my Gmail, because I get them every morning. Mesteno. Name of the song? Te extraño.
Te extraño y te adoro.
Te adoro. There you go. I'm going to have it in my head by the end. To think Rocky was handpicked to play the king and queen in La Onda Tejana. Lauro Canales, Jimmy Gonzalez is mind-blowing. Now he's with Mesteno. Great brand right there. What a fucking badass comment.
What?
Yeah,
Excuse my language.
That is.
What did they say?
What a badass
I'm a
comment.
king and a queen. I'm the compas.
No. They said, no, bro. George Polido. Un saludo to George Polido. He's watching on YouTube. I'm going to read it again, Rock.
Yes.
Take it in. Pop your collar, Rock. Pop your collar.
Ponle casa.
Ponle casa. To think Rocky was handpicked to play with the king and the queen of La Onda Tejana, Laura Canales, and Jimmy Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Right? Is mind-blowing. And now he's with Mesteno. Great man right there.
Thank you,
Honestly,
George. Appreciate it, brother.
I share the sentiment because, and I don't say this just about Rocky. I say it about the rest of the band. I love my band. Like, they're freaking badasses. Yo soy el novice. Like, I'm the that little rookie playing.
Like, Ruben, come
band
on,
with
it's your
him.
part. Hurry up. We already got this shit down.
You know what?
It
And
is.
it's crazy.
It really is. It really is, because I respect all of their. They start asking me about, hey, what do you want? Like, hey, do you want it like this? And I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
like, I respect your ideas and your input more than my own. There is times here and there where I'll
He's like, hey, I want it like this. No, but you know what?
For the most part,
I
when they get in the studio and they start doing their own shit, it's awesome watching them.
Watching them do their thing.
Yep.
But you know what, Bump? I think everything aligned with us. Just real quick, the way I met Rube, I didn't remember, but I played in his wedding without even knowing. And then we met through a mutual friend who knew me and knew Rube. He's like, hey, I have a friend. He wants you to play at I think it was a 10-year anniversary, right?
It was my brother's either anniversary or his birthday.
He's like, hey, Ray, his
Mind
name's
you,
Ray.
I had met Rocky years before.
Yeah.
In una peda.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is, right? He didn't fucking remember who the hell I was.
Porque está bien pedo.
He was.
It was.
Not me.
So Ray called. He called me. He's like, "Hey, dude, I have my boy Ray. Saludos to Ray. Ray Favre.
Castillo.
Ray Favre.
Brett Favre.
So he calls me and he tells me, Ruben, he wants to know if tomorrow he's gonna sing at the cemetery or whatever. Can you go play with him? A few songs for his brother. I was like, okay. Let me know the songs. And okay.
Zero hesitation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This guy doesn't know me.
Dale shine.
Zero hesitation. He said, yeah, go. And you know, to me, I'm like, hey, I mean,
when it was over, he wanted to give me money.
I was like, hey,
how
much? And he's like, no. I was like, no, dude. Like, you came out here.
Yeah.
And
that was grave and this and that, whatever.
And Rock, you win as Kike's brother? You win because it was Kike's brother?
I mean, Kike was my brother. Like,
no, yo digo, pero the call was like, hey, pues, es el hermano de Kike.
Honestly, he did it out of the kindness of his heart. And I respected that. And I said, hey, you know, I get it, dude. Like, hey, musicians, whatever. He's like, no. I was like, no. Like,
nope.
And I'm like, no. Like, how much? Like,
nope.
You came, zero notice, whatever. He's like, no.
And now?
From
but that was the beginning.
That was like, okay, you did me a solid. You're cool with me. So we started hanging out a little bit and we started getting to him. That was probably, I don't know, 2018.
It was been a while already.
El Grupo Mesteno was born?
2021.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro.
I think everything, and again, religion, whatever, to each their own, but I think everything happens for a reason, bro. And that's, I guess, in my opinion, I see, because we become family, my family with him, his family with mine, his mom and all that. And I think the stars aligned. You know, his brother's his brother. Nobody will ever take that place ever.
Sure. For sure.
But I think that the band, not me, the band, I think has maybe filled the little void that he had inside him, you know. And every time we play it, his brother's there with us.
Mesteno's born, and here you guys are, 2025, the fucking collab kings. Hey, let's play a Mesteno song without a collab.
We don't have one.
Yes,
Which
you
one
do.
are we
Yes,
playing?
you do.
We were gonna do the Mas Cumbias, but we can
You want
do
to do
one.
Mas Cumbias?
Shout out to Nathan, Secreto.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Hey.
shit. Saludos to Nathan.
Hey, my compa Pipi Cesar says that there's still Buchanan's there.
Vato.
I don't know.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Maybe I need to
hold
go.
on, I'm checking my
I need to go
messages
over
now.
there to Pistos. What is it?
Pisto Perica y Música. Oh, yeah,
I need to
dude.
go over there and hang out with those
Hey,
guys.
I got one then.
What's
I
up?
got one better for you.
Hmm.
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday meets Pisto Perica Música, Barrel House. Sauce.
Ooh, heavy. You be okay?
Can you dig it?
Eddie, hold on, wait. Eddie, can you collab?
Let me ask.
Eddie, are you able to collab with another producer or no? It's gonna be your show or no show.
It's your show or no show. What are we doing?
Más
cumbias?
I mean, what do you think, dude?
Bro,
are we gonna get a cease and desist letter? Oh shit! Sorry.
Hey, put that thing on the fucking bottom. Put the thing. Thank you.
Mira, Cesar.
Put the thing on the bottom right now.
Échale,
Put
Pipi.
the thing on the bottom right now because that's him.
That's
No.
Rocky
Hey,
Beltran.
hey,
he lives in Edinburgh, Texas.
Saludos, saludos.
An interview and commentary are solely those of the individuals providing them. Help me out, Ruben. Are we covered? with
No,
that?
we're covered.
Okay, we're good. Then. Fuck it, let's do it.
Hey, wait. Let me go back.
Saludos
we
to
did
my
this.
compadre Pipi that
Yes.
que me dio crab legs last weekend and had me like.
He's allergic to shellfish. Way to go, Peepees. We almost lost our singer.
Hey, help me out, Eddie. What's the name of the movie?
I'm
Where's she?
Will Smith.
I'm normally not this fat.
Just give me the shot.
Oh yeah, he was coming with a phone with the ambulance.
Oh,
We're
shit.
gonna do the Mas Cumbias.
Dale, let's do
Hey,
it. Let's do it.
wait. Just a little story on this song. This song is a collab we did with Grupo Secreto, friends of ours, family. We did it with Javi. Saludos to Javi de Javi Los Tesoros. And then we just redid it. Shout out to Gilbert Velasquez who just finished
mixing, mastering,
all of the
and recording Nathan.
Who's
a
now
the new vocalist,
singer for
Secreto.
which they're kicking ass. Javi's kicking ass on his own. Con madre. O sea, that's the
Saludos,
beauty
Aguilar.
of these guys, man. Like, honestly,
they stay friends. They're backing each other up.
We talked
we
about
were
that.
we were
man.
at
That was
Brian.
cool. That
We were
was
at
cool.
Brian's wedding last week, 2 weeks ago.
That's
Y todos
actually from
estaban
Brian's
ahí.
wedding.
The Morales boys were there.
El Mister.
Everybody was there, and it's good to see the camaraderie. Everybody's
camaraderie of all the bands, all the músicos.
Like, there's no hate. There's no fucking.
There's no envy.
Todos,
Ruben, before you get into this song, bro, I want the fans to hear this. Like, he says something that's powerful. Envidia, envy. I think the Tejano genre sometimes they take a big hit because that's a big part of, like, there's always a shitload of envidia, and I think that's in everything, and
I don't think. Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna say this. And I want to shut that down real quick because I don't think it's Tejano, Norteño, this and that. I think that's a individual thing.
it's not a certain genre.
No, I don't think so. I think that's a person thing. I take a lot of happiness out of seeing other people do well. I think our band does the same. And I expect others to do the same. When it's not, it could be one person. It don't involve everybody. So don't say Tejano envies this. Don't lose it with because it's one person or whatever. I don't classify it. Don't generalize it.
Este vato's educated. Vato.
No,
He's
no,
like,
no, it's
no,
not.
no.
Because
no, Ruben, no. You're right. You're right. But what I was going was, like, you always hear people say, man, los Tejanos chingo de envidia.
There is.
Have we had it? Yes.
Yes. But bro, me and Eddie, we're here to break down those walls. Like,
Yes.
honestly, bro. Like my goal is to bring people together that have been fighting. That, like, I like for people just to get along, bro, because this is something that needs to be shared with our cultura, with our people. We need to be proud of
I tell Rock all the
these
time.
things.
I tell Rock all the time. and he knows that I always tell him all the time.
My mentality has changed.
If it doesn't bring us something positive,
Yeah, you need another shot,
get
Rocco.
the fuck out of the way.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. We're not gonna say anything bad. We're not gonna
Yeah.
Just look, if it brings us something good,
Dale.
let's explore it. If you have something bad to say, shut the hell up.
Yeah. No, for sure.
From when
man.
we started Mesteno Bump to now, I think I have had to, not I have had to, but I've grown a lot with Rube and the band. You know, I was a certain way before the Tejano Conjunto Market.
Mentally, mentally, Rock.
But
I
Rube-
would agree with you. Mentally,
Yeah.
you've grown being around this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's cool because things I would say before or comment before, Rube's like, hey, dude, you don't represent yourself no more. You represent me. You represent Mesteno. And it's very different. Now, like, whatever, dude. Like, this guy's one of the most, and not because he's here, whatever, but
Yeah.
other musicians that have hung out with us, Jaimito and all these that hang out with us, they can agree that this guy's very humble. When he first came into the business with us, he freaked out. He's like, dude, the hate in this. Mind you, he wasn't Tejano, he wasn't Norte,
I
he was
wasn't
nothing.
anything. Yeah.
He just had come into the thing. We went to a friend's house to do a little video. There was an artist there that everybody knows, and this guy's like, dude, like the hate? What? Like, honestly, and I was like,
I've literally had people tell me and ask me, artist,
why are you doing this?
I'm not gonna, because I like those artists, like they're my friends.
Yeah.
And they, why are you doing this? Like, why? Like, because I love music and I want to do this, but you don't have a need to do it.
You're a lawyer. You make money.
That's not.
That's the first time we said what he does for a living. Just Rock said that, not me.
Yeah, fuck
But
me.
but no, Ruben. I'm glad he said that because we're gonna get into the Moz medleys right now. But I want to leave you guys with this before we get into the Moz medleys. Ladies and gentlemen, the question that all these musicians have, like, why do you do it? You don't need to do it. He doesn't need this to eat. He does it for the love of music. And it shows. Sometimes when people do stuff for the love of it, it shows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
So right here, ladies and gentlemen, the Moz medleys.
Tú tendrás que llorar, tú tendrás que aceptar a mi destino, no lo hace cambiar. Soy como soy, así seré, así soy yo, por el bien de mi vida. Y nunca de cambiar, por más que tú quieras, no serías capaz de cambiarme mi vida. Tú has de acordar cuánta vida perdí por creer solo en ti, sin pensar en mi vida. No puedo creer que puedas capaz de cambiar mi vida. No puedo aguantar otro gran dolor que acabe mi vida. Tú tendrás que creer, tendrás que estar por el bien de tu vida. Es por eso que yo soy como soy, por el bien de mi vida. Y échale Mesteno. no vayas a llorar, que nada aliviarás en un instante. No, no vayas a pensar que esto te va a salvar en un instante. Tú no ves que mis ojos han llorado por ti. Tú no ves que mi no podría vivir y de qué me ha valido seguirse al final. Te ha tocado sufrir y sufrir. Me has tenido en tus manos como un simple papel que echas a la basura y no sabes qué hacer. Me tienes en tus manos, mujer. Teniéndolo todo lo echas a perder. Siento que el tiempo le quita el tiempo a nuestro mundo y a nuestro amor. Porque le niegas vida a mi vida, dándole herida a mi corazón. Tú que me viste contra el tiempo al correr, tú que me echaste en la batalla a pelear, tú que me hiciste perder sueño, mi amor. Ay, total, ¿para qué? ¿Qué será de mi vida sin ti? ¿Qué será si no puedo vivir? ¿Qué será de tu vida sin mí? ¿Qué será? ¿Y qué será de tu vida sin mí? ¿Qué será si no puedo vivir? ¿Qué será de mi vida sin ti? ¿Qué será?
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, Grupo Mesteno, all the way from the El Mágico via the 956 here in the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday studio. Dude, what an amazing show this evening, bro. And you know what, Ruben? There's some people that help me do what we do. And without them, I couldn't do this show, bro. Honestly, I couldn't do this
We
show.
are seeing that today. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, your show has evolved. What people see is the numbers, right?
Yeah.
The people see the numbers or where you're at. Driving up, my girl, hey, look it up. See what it is. What they don't see is everybody else involved with it.
Yeah, exactly. The Eddies.
And they should take credit for it.
No. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And you know, we're not one of those, me and Eddie, we're not one of those things to like brag and show numbers and stuff. I showed Ruben our numbers. Like in the last 21 days, we've reached over 500,000 people on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and over 500,000 people on Bumper Gomez. So 90% of our content is Tejano, Norteño. It's our cultura, right? It's music.
You're creating that niche right there where you're the go-to.
And I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for what's to come. I haven't said this, and Eddie, forgive me. You're probably gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I think it's a great time. And again, it's believe me, it's not the alcohol. We're not even there yet. I'm not slurring my words yet, so I know I'm not there. But ladies and gentlemen, I've taken a leap of faith. And we talk about our 9-to-5s. I no longer going to do a 9-to-5. I'm going to dedicate myself to Tejano, Norteño, our genre, our cultura, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're going to do. This was just a little part-time thing that I was doing. I wasn't giving it, in all actuality, I wasn't giving it all my 100%. But now we have Spotify. We have TikTok. If you're not following us on TikTok, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on TikTok. Again, Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us at bumpergomez.com. That's bumpergomez.com. You'll find every single episode of Wacky Wednesday on there, the last maybe 10 episodes. This one will be uploaded a little bit later this evening. Our sponsors are on there, so make sure you guys show them some love. Speaking of our sponsors, we have something coming up in 2 weeks at one of our sponsors' place of business, man. How many? Hey, have you ever heard, Rock? Have you ever heard of Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant here in San Antonio?
It's an
Gilbert's
amazing
Mexican Restaurant is a huge Tejano staple in San Antonio, and they're a proud sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. They become part of our family here. And here in 2 weeks, we're going to be there. We said it. You hear it here first, right here, with Miss Stephanie Montiel, live from Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant on a special evening on a Wednesday night. We're going to be doing a live Wacky Wednesday from Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant right there at 8138 Marbach Road, Suite 102, right here in San Antonio. You guys can catch them all week. Make sure you check out their hours. It's a great place. It has great Tejano memorabilia, and it also has great food. So don't forget, in 2 weeks, we're going to be there. I think 2 weeks, maybe the end of the month. I got to get my date right. But we're going to be there this month, the month of June. We're going to be doing a Wacky Wednesday special live from Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant. Make sure you guys stop by there, show them some love, and ask for the enchiladas with the carne guisada on the inside. You won't go wrong. Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant. All right, and then don't forget, this Friday, Texas Rodeo Saloon, one of the largest dance floors in Texas, man. It's actually in Katy, Texas, right? The most electrifying guy in Tejano music, Mr. AJ Castillo, along with Eddie Gonzalez, are going to be live this Friday, June 6th at Texas Rodeo Saloon. Easy, right? Saludos to our family at Texas Rodeo Saloon, big sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. To all my people in Katy and Houston, I promise you, me and Eddie, we're making a trip here really soon to Texas Rodeo Saloon, so stay tuned for that. And they're, if you guys go out there and show love to Texas Rodeo Saloon, they're actually a big sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. So saludos to everybody at the Texas Rodeo Saloon, all our family out there. So don't forget, this Friday, doors open at 8, AJ Castillo, along with Eddie Gonzalez.
You know what,
and
bro?
then tomorrow, hold on, Rock. Tomorrow, we're going to be with your friend, my friend, Mr. David Chavez. Viva Las Vegas, baby. Vegas Tejano Takeover 2025. We're doing the Vegas Tejano Countdown starting tomorrow. We're doing the countdown. We're going to be doing it live. We'll be live tomorrow night. Another episode, Wacky Wednesday. We're going to be live from Smoke Sky Bar outside. We're going to be outside on the second deck. Come out and check us out. I know David Lee is going to be there. A lot of the artists who are performing in Vegas will be there. You guys can come take pictures, get your autographs, hang out, come have a good time with us. I'll be talking to David Chavez and bringing you guys on how you can get to Vegas. I want to say he's giving away a pair of tickets.
Come to answer his phone.
Right? To Viva Las Vegas, Vegas Tejano Takeover. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll see you guys tomorrow at Smoke Sky Bar starting at 7 o'clock on the second deck. Bumper, you shared with me the Conjunto Festival. We prayed about it. You remembered that. Yes, Jesse Casas, I do remember that, brother. Saludos to the 1000s. Hey, 1000s, if you're still watching, you're just joining us, you are going to help us bring back the song, Ruben.
Yes.
Te extraño
y te adoro.
Right? Mesteno, te extraño, te adoro. 1000s, I need your help. We're going to bring that song back, and we're going to put it in the top 20.
It. And you know what? We want to do a video that's going to involve everybody that has any relation to that song. Because that's a powerful song.
Yeah.
It really is.
I think we can do it. Mm-hmm. I think we can do it, bro.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Let's do it.
Go.
I'm good with
that. We haven't had any controversy this show.
Rock.
I see all these sponsors from San Antonio up. I don't see no RGV sponsors, so I'm gonna call out my RGV people, and I think we need the RGV to sponsor Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
I agree.
The Barrel House.
I'm down.
I already talked to him about that.
Oh shit, sorry. Maybe Sanchez and Medina law firm.
Oh no, that's without stepping on toes.
Maybe Mesteno.
But we definitely will do that.
Look, Rock.
956 needs to come
Oportunidad hay para todos.
Yes, sir. Look.
I'm saying that way you could go down to the valley more.
No, Rock. Check it out, bro. Bands come through here all the time, bro. And I get and I'm sure I'm the mix of musical threads, musical text.
I mean,
group. No, let me finish. Ruben.
No,
group text with músicos like, ¿Quién es este vato? ¿Quién se cree? Look, bro, I don't think I'm anybody. All I'm doing,
and stay that way,
right? A mí me
because
importa,
that makes you more relevant.
A mí me importa madre, bro. All I'm trying to do here is keep our cultura relevant. And I want to keep it in people's face and let them know, like, look, dude, for all you that are in the background praying and wishing that this shit goes away, it's not going away. It's alive and well. There is music being made every single day. There's new artists. You go to these Texas folk, like you see these kids 10, 9, 10, 11,
It's
12,
not
13
dying.
years old playing cordion, and these are the guys they look up to, the Rockies. These are the dudes that they look up to, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're a long way from being gone and being erased as a genre.
What's that question that they always ask? Is Tejano dead? No. Look, is that a hub for a conversation? Yes. If you want a simple answer, no. I mean, that's the quick answer is no, it's not done.
No, it's not, Ruben.
But could you? What conversation do you want to have about it?
My deepest thing that bothers me the most, and I'm being open with you guys. The thing that bothers me the most is this, and I'm not hating. It's gonna sound like I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating a little bit. It's to see our young generation backing up all this crazy music, right? Different, the rap thing and this and that. And I get it. We all went through that phase. We all kind of listened to it, right? And I get it, man. But dude, at the end of the day, I know people will disagree with me, but that's not who we are. That thing right there, that's what we are right there. That right there is Is
I
what we
mean,
are.
blessed.
And what I'm saying, Ruben, is I want people to be proud of who we are, bro. I want people to be proud of this. I want people to be proud of you to not only see you as a vocalist, but look, dude, this vato sings, and he's also a lawyer. Like
you can do it.
You can do it. Hey, here, right there. Look, here's a vato right here.
So let's have a conversation about that.
He doesn't even speak. He doesn't even speak Spanish good, but he wrote a song that's freaking just hit all of us in this room like a ton of bricks.
Let's have a conversation about that. Is there a negative connotation to being a professional and being an artist? Maybe that's a much bigger conversation to be had, right? But in a short answer, no. How is me singing and being an artist and having a band affect how I represent my clients? I still wake up in the morning and I still do what I have to do.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
So that I'm here today or whatever makes no difference. Can you do both? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like you said, the young people need to know that you can do multiple things.
And
at the end of the day,
I just want, Ruben, I look, I know the 35s and above, they feel me. They know where I'm coming from. But it's a 35 and under, like, hey man, ladies and gentlemen, this is us. This is us.
Us el guapo.
You can't, I've said it week after week, like, this is who we are, bro. And if it goes away, then we're just like everybody else.
But
it's not
you know,
going away.
Bob, let me tell
It's
you
not
something.
going away.
We're gonna go deep. Let's go deep.
La verga. Get ready, ladies and
We're not
gentlemen,
going
get
away.
ready.
We're not going
Eddie
away.
got a chair, so that means it's getting deep.
We're gonna go deep, and I want everybody to pay attention. If we're gonna go deep, let's go deep.
School's in session.
I've been in this Tejano business for years.
Like 3?
No, all my life, because my dad was part of the Tejano movement, Romance, Laura Canales. All. So I always heard, que la gente de México, we're losing our people para la gente de Mexico and all this. We're
Embrace
losing.
it.
No, but watch, hold on. I heard,
They're
I
bigger
remember
fans.
hearing the artists, que la gente de Mexico are taking our people. That's a lie.
No,
That's
that's a
a
lie.
bunch of BS. Go
Why?
one weekend, hold on. Go one weekend to the valley and you go to, you have an outdoor concert and you have the Tigres, right? 80% of the people that go see the Tigres are going to be from Mexico. 20% are going to be Tejanos.
Chicano. Yeah, Tejano.
But go down to McAllen, Texas, to a honky-tonk place called Hillbillies. Though a lot of y'all know it. Go to Hillbillies, packed. You can't even walk in there. I don't see no white people, homie. I see a bunch of Tejanos there. Hey, go down Maine, where they have hip-hop. I don't see no black people.
Hold on.
I see a bunch
Okay.
of Tejanos. Hey, no puche.
Now, let me ask you this. Go down 2.5, 3 hours down south to Monterrey and go put the 2 Gs and
Oh,
David Olivares in a night. One night. Let's say you put one night. David Olivares and who did I just say?
2 Gs.
2 Gs. Let's just say anywhere. I don't care where you put them.
Yeah.
¿Por qué? Why is it like that? And you put those 2 in fucking McAllen, Texas.
300 people.
No, make it to 300.
30, 40 people.
There's going to be 100 people.
Yeah.
I don't get that. That's what I don't get. We don't... Estamos chiflados, bro. In South Texas, estamos chiflados that everybody can fucking play good music. And we have a ton of artists and ton of bands that can play. They're not going to go out. You go down 2.5 hours to Monterrey and you put them there.
15,
Hasta la
20,000
madre.
people.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Well, with that being said, we're coming to the part of the show where we're winding down, right? We have T-shirts to give away, and we're gonna make this simple. Instead of giving questions, whatever, if you share this live, if you share this live on Facebook or on YouTube, if you share it, me and Eddie are gonna go through and as many T-shirts that you guys give us, we're gonna
Done.
pick some winners, and I'll message you guys, and we'll get your address, and we'll get those T-shirts sent out to you of Grupo Mesteno, right?
Done.
Ruben, we're gonna start with Rock, and then we'll work our way down over here. Unos saludos, any thank yous you want to give?
Yes.
The microphone is yours, sir.
Shout out. One, thank you for having us, Bump. I've known you when you started, remember? Bumper's been a good friend for many years. Opened his house, stayed here with my family, allowed us to stay here. I remember when Bumper first started Bump, we were watching your show, your first, second, third, first show when you were eating pizza, watching it, figuring out what you were going to call it. Remember that?
Yeah.
So thank you for having us here. Eddie, you all have grown. You can tell by all the people that watch it now, the numbers that have gone up. To my family, to my mom, my dad, Rosendo Herminia Beltran, my daughter, Samantha and Emma Beltran, my son, Rocky Jr., my brother. I'm going to go all out. To my babe, Miss Amy Salas, watching us also. To the band, dude, Mesteno. We can't emphasize it enough. Everybody thinks their band is the best, but ours is the best. I love the guys. I love the guys. They're amazing. So to the guys, dude, honestly, that form Mesteno, to the crew, Cito, we've been building the crew, Bump, our equipment, our lighting, the crew, Jaime, the sound guy, to Cito, the road crew manager, to Johnny, to Emmanuel, the road crew, Mesteno's road crew, thank you guys for always giving 100%. To Ruben, my brother, that we joined together, and this is what we've built together. So thank you guys, for everything. Te extraño y te adoro. Download it. Let's make it a fucking hit.
Pues un saludo primeramente.
Really, Ray? I'm all rowdy and you're real quiet. No, dude.
No,
Ray, you be you, Ray. You be you, bro.
Yeah,
You
un
be you.
saludo for my wife. Very supportive. I have a full-time job as well, so it takes a lot of time, away from our relationship at times. Pero pues un saludo para ella. Shout out y for my family there at home. My parents ahí en Hargill también y un saludo para la familia de la Cruz. My cousin just passed away, and I know that they're going through something very hard, in their lives. His wife and my aunt, especially the brothers and the sisters, losing another son, brother, and then like a husband and a father. So just keep them, in mind, and say a little prayer for them. Que Dios les ayude through those difficult times, Y también un saludo para el grupo. I've always said it. The musicians of this band are very, they're super, super talented. That's all I can say. And everybody stays in their lane, and they put their little feel, their little spice to it, and it just comes together. So un saludo para ellos también.
Para mí, pues primeramente, gracias a Dios por tenernos aquí otro día. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to be here. The band, allowing us to be here with you, Bumper. Thank you again. What is it? The third time we're here.
Hell yeah.
We're here with you, and you know what? We're blessed. We're fortunate to be here. Thank you to my family, my daughter Lauren, Jackie, who's a part of my life now. My parents, my dad. We had a little scare with my dad just recently, and thank you, Lord, for blessing us with that. Our band. I thank the guys. At the end of the day, this band ticks because the band ticks. I just fill in. That's all I do. At the end of the day, I'm blessed and thankful for the band. I provide whatever I can, contribute what I can. Thank you. Thank you, Bumper, for having us again. It was a long time coming.
For sure, man.
I guess from the last time, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been over a year.
But now we got to get it back down to the 956, bro.
Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to talk to Judge.
We're
going to get down there. We're going to
It
work.
is what it is, bro.
No.
Talk to PP.
We'll talk to PP.
Dude, we're going to get it down there because when was your last show in the 956?
When we were out there.
No, tell me it wasn't ours.
Yeah.
No más.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I go to MC different.
That's good.
Different things, but I don't go as Wacky Wednesday.
Let's make it a fucking.
Eddie, you down or what?
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
He's got to ask permission. Eddie,
and you know what?
Eddie, hold on. We never let Eddie give any. Eddie, you want to give any? We never let you do shout outs.
He should.
We give you. You got any shout outs?
Hold on. The first
in the kitchen or what?
the first question on the floor is: ¿Te gustó el steak or no?
That's you beat me to it. Thanks, Ruben. You hooked it up.
Yeah, man. Thanks to Eddie, man. Eddie's working hard behind the cameras, making us all look good.
Hey, this production
sound good.
Is awesome.
No.
Hey, before we go, I'm gonna let the cat out of the fucking bag.
No.
Be ready because we're gonna do.
Wait! Don't do it! Don't do it!
No, what I'm saying is the song we're gonna do next.
Okay.
We do Mesteno, but this next song we're gonna do is gonna show that we don't just do your norteño light, your norteño. We're gonna take you back to the roots. We're gonna make you do some freaking gritos, and we're gonna do this song right here. Look. Let's see what it is right now. And then we'll let the cat out of the bag.
Ladies and
You want me
gentlemen.
to count it down?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Te la sabes, Bumpano.
I know it.
Me estoy jugando la vida, me estoy jugando la suerte. La tengo casi perdida, pero soy necio en quererte, mientras que tu alma me olvida. Yo pienso volver a verte. Ahora sí, vieja escalera, ya subí tus escalones. Puedes subir a quien quieras a gozar de tus amores. Si antes yo te rogaba, era porque te quería. Chalaire, compadre. Pero quedaste borrada de mi lista, vida mía. Saludos to the Delta Boy. No le tengas miedo a la vida, por la suerte que siempre te guía. Tú no sabes que puedes perder, se te olvida que al fin no eres mía. Si no sientes nada, chiquitita, lo comprendo, no le hace que duela. Es vergüenza que seas infeliz, que sin duda para mí eres buena.
niña mujer, ¿qué culpa tengo de mi querer? No sé qué hacer. Nuestra aventura fue mi caer. No sé por qué me enamoré, niña mujer.
Para los dos Gilbertos. Hell yeah! Grupo Mesteno right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. What an amazing evening with my good friends, Grupo Mesteno. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a freaking amazing night, right? Hearing all these jams. I want to leave you guys with this. These guys go to studio and they record. They go live, they have lights, they have sound, they play live. I want to give you guys some credit, Ruben. A lot of artists come in here, and I don't think the fans really understand how hard it is to do what you three guys just did. And what I mean by that is like, there's no smoke, there's no mirrors.
No filter.
There's no filter. There's no hidden. There's nothing hidden here. What you hear and what you see is what you get. People have asked me all the time, Bumper, why don't you record, and then you can kind of take out what you want, what you don't. And I think me and Eddie, we get a kick out of doing it live.
It's raw.
Right, it's raw. But the fans get to see the raw talent. Like, again, there's some artists out there that you would be greatly surprised that you guys love to hear that will not do this right here because they just can't. It's not.
And you know
recorded.
what? That's my favorite part about when people see us live. I love it because they're like, "Oh shit, you guys sound
so for real. Hell yeah."
Like pretty fucking close to what you fucking sound
on the radio.
On the radio.
Yeah.
And that is probably the biggest compliment that we can get. And again, credit to the band.
Musicians.
Like, I can't say that enough.
Grupo Mesteno, Collab Kings in Bumper's Wacky Wednesday book. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Right here on Wacky Wednesday, you guys are going to hear it first right here tonight. What's coming your way on a new collab? Ruben?
Well, I mean, we just released the collabs volume 1. Which who was it?
Was Sincero, de Parranda, Secreto, David Ligarza,
and Mojado.
Jose Luis Dávila Mojado, and Juan P. Moreno.
Okay. So
Volume 2, guys, is gonna be
Volume
off
2.
the fucking chains.
What? I don't know.
The next collab, and I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag because I was okay. They gave me the okay. Our management company said it was okay. The next collab, a lot of you probably Tejanos don't know, but go Google them. La Fiebre Loca. Huge fucking
Out of
band.
Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Mind you, they said yes, they would do a collab, but they said we're gonna do one with you, but you got to do one in our CD.
Oh,
okay.
Shit, hell yeah.
We did one that I think is probably gonna be one of my favorites with Palomo.
Grupo Palomo.
It's that I'll show it to you right now. Palomo. And we have one already done that got
yeah, you're fishing,
Miguel Luna. Saludos to Miguel Luna, who wrote it, songwriter of many Bronco. He wrote Oro from Bronco. Also, we're gonna do that song with the Golden Boy, Bobby Pulido, and on the bass.
Wait a minute.
We tried to sneak that in.
Sneak it in right there real quick.
But yes, We got one right now.
It's
already done, recorded with Bobby Pulido.
And on the bass?
And honestly, it's a freaking gem. Bobby had a lot to do with the production of that.
80% of it was his ideas.
The songwriter is a freaking
amazing
songwriter who wrote De Compas. He's written for Mijares. He's written for Mark Anthony. He's written for all these big artists. Miguel Luna.
The guy that walked past you?
The guy that walked right past us. Well, no, he walked past us unknowns, you know, like, yeah.
So Bobby Pulido, a new collab with Grupo Mesteno.
Who's on the bass on that song?
Hey.
Bobby?
Wait.
Guest musician?
Felix Salinas.
Intocables bass player.
Oh, no manches, dude. Un saludos to Felix. You know what, dude? I find
That guy is
humble, bro.
That guy is
Puro
just
corazón.
all heart.
I met him. Un saludos to Felix. I met him in Victoria. He played with Bobby and Roberto on their.
And you know what? All of the guys of Intocable, dude.
They're all great people.
I know they may get a little bit of flack because of who they are.
Yeah. But they're all badass.
To Mesteno, all they have been is nothing but class act to us. Saludos to Checho. Checho, Felix, Rene,
Alex.
Ricky, Alex, Johnny Lee, que se diga. I mean, all of these guys are class act people.
You know
Like,
what, Ruben? You say
class
that, bro.
act people.
For sure, bro. We had Rene here and like never in a million years, bro. Never in a million years did I ever think that Bumpers Wacky Wednesday would
I know, dude. I saw that
be
shit.
able to interview the owner of Intocable. And here we are 5 years later. It took 5 years. You know, to everybody out there that's starting a
Hey.
podcast, like, hey, dude, it's just keep going, bro. There's no hate. I love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're on the same boat. But I just want to throw this out there, like, look, bro, I love Mesteno. I'm telling you three here because you three are the ones that are here. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I love what you guys are doing, bro. You guys are what we like to say in the civilian world. You're outside the envelope.
You're blue collar.
You're blue. No. You're doing things that people aren't comfortable doing. A lot of bands aren't comfortable doing collabs. They're not. Right? You guys are doing them, and you're picking the right fucking people to do them with. Great music, great musicians. But for the people watching, you know, Mesteno's not just a collab group. That's what I want to leave you with. If you take from anything tonight, these dudes have amazing music by themselves. They don't need a Bobby Pulido. They don't need a Palomo. They don't need a Mojado. They don't need a David Ligares a los Musicales. And much respect to everybody that I mentioned there.
Right.
They have amazing music by themselves. So don't forget what we're trying to do here. If you take anything from tonight's show, we are trying to bring back a song that put Mesteno on the map and kind of faded away, and we want to bring it back. And to all my friends that are DJs that watch it, all my friends that are program directors, that are owners of radio stations, the name of the song one more time, Ruben?
Te extraño y te adoro. Written by Mr. Ray Davila.
Right here.
Production of Grupo Mesteno.
Hell yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing show this evening. Don't forget, next week we have Los Hermanos Peña here, another legendary group from West Texas. If you guys haven't checked it out, you can go to PBS or you can go on to, I think, Amazon and look up the West Texas Boys. They do a whole show on these guys. They're going to be here. Los Hermanos Peñas, they're going to be right here in the studio with us. So again, I'm giving you a chance to save your money to get your 18-pack, get your bottle, get it chilled, get it ready to go.
Quita penas.
Quita penas. It's going to be another great
Hey, if they don't come with Quita Penas, they can't come, man.
They're in West Texas, bro. They're probably going to come with, I don't know. They're going to come with some tumbleweeds.
Bumper,
right?
thank
From
you
West Texas.
once again de parte de Mesteno.
Saludos.
Muchas gracias.
Saludos.
And stay tuned, guys, because Bumper knows me. the Valley. RGV, get ready. Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Cesar Pipis. So you're gonna get with Bumper, and we're gonna make it happen.
Before we
say goodnight,
I do want to thank you, Eddie. But 956, we gotta bring you guys back. Obviously, we had Judge.
Yeah.
Let us know what's going on.
He gave us a rib punch.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
I mean,
fuckers,
you know what that meant, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We got to get back there. Let's get together with a few bands who I know the 956 is always gonna.
They're gonna support.
Accept you.
They're gonna support, man. And
Mesteno.
Secreto. I want to thank 956, dude, for always accepting Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And what we're trying to do here, again, we're just keeping our cultura alive. Like we like to say here on Wacky Wednesday, keeping Tejano, we just use that name, but keeping Tejano relevant. You're right, Ethan. Great show tonight.
Yep.
Great show. We went on a roller coaster ride with Grupo Mesteno. And we're going to, you guys, here's the thing. You guys have homework. You watch Wacky Wednesday, you thought you were out of school, motherfucker. You got homework, goddammit. You got homework to do, right? We got to call all your radio stations. I don't care where you're watching the United States. And we got to ask for Grupo Mesteno and the name of the song one more time, Ruben.
Te extraño y te adoro.
That's a song we're bringing back. And it's going to be on Rudy Trevino's Top 20 Countdown. And
It's
the
gotta
next
get
6
there.
weeks, we're going to get it there. We're going to get it there. I promise you, with the help of you
Where are we
guys.
doing the video?
I don't know. Well,
San
if
Antonio.
Look, San Antonio.
San
If we can
Antonio.
get this song back on the top 20 of Rudy Trevino's Top 20, the Tejano Countdown, this song,
It'll be here.
Mesteno has promised to do a video right here in the 210. We'll let you guys know. Maybe you guys can be part of the video.
For sure.
So we can't end the show without a badass song, bro.
What do we got?
Let's do a Mesteno original. Original.
Which one we thinking?
Uh-oh. This guy over here his mind's going 100 miles an hour. He's looking at Rocky.
Hey.
Done.
We got you. A Mesteno song.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Don't forget Los Hermanos Peña next Wednesday. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be live in downtown San Antonio from 7 to 9 at Smoke Sky Bar. You guys can come hang out with us. Tomorrow night, Smoke Sky Bar, the Vegas Countdown. It begins all the way to the Vegas Tejano Takeover in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Grabación de Grupo Mesteno. You can find this on the Live CD Volume 2. Y dice...
Que siempre fui mejor amigo y que ese es mi lugar, que olvide todo lo que hicimos, porque no funcionará. Cada beso, cada abrazo será de amistad. Si cumplimos este pacto, este es el final. Bye, 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 mi amor, y que te vaya bien y que no sufras jamás, que no sea un capricho y que te quieran como yo. Bye, 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 mi amor, y ya no hay vuelta atrás, ya no habrá con qué llorar, ya no habrá más canciones, ya no. Bye, bye. Que ya lo tienes decidido y me tienes que dejar, y que el amor está perdido, pero no nuestra amistad. Cada sueño que tuvimos ha quedado atrás. Si criticar lo que hicimos, valió la pena intentar. Bye, 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 mi amor, que te vaya vaya bien y que no sufras jamás, que no sea un capricho y que te quieran como yo. Bye, 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 mi amor, ya no hay vuelta atrás, ya no habrá con qué llorar, ya no habrá más canciones, ya no, bye, bye. Bye, 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 mi amor, que te vaya bien y que no sufras jamás, que no sea un capricho y que te quieran como yo. Bye, 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 mi amor, ya no hay vuelta atrás, ya no habrá con qué llorar, ya no habrá más canciones, ya no. Bye, 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 mi amor, que te vaya bien y que no sufras jamás.
Hell yeah! Grupo Mesteno for the 956 right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for hanging out with us for over 3.5 hours. To everybody who stayed tuned all night long, thank you guys so much. Don't forget, next Wednesday, Los Hermanos Peña right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Mesteno, Ruben, Ray, guys.
Saluditos.
Thank you guys. Rocky, te extraño, te adoro. Top 20, Rudy Trevino's top 20. Make it happen. All my friends, we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
This is René with Intocable, and you're watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.